Gotta live these dreams before I'm dead, yeah. Did you hear what I said? Yeah, my vision clear and I pledge, I pledge, I pledge. Gotta live these dreams before I'm dead, yeah. Did you hear what I said? Yeah, my vision clear and I pledge to never live my life on the edge. I think I'm about to jump. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Cause I finally realized why I'm here. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Cause I ain't tryna live my life on the edge. Yeah, I think I'm about to. This one the best, you can't stop this feeling. Rap over everything, my only option. Really, since a kid, I've been dreaming, believe me. Tryna fight the water, ain't always easy. Yeah, I've been through a lot, I know it's cliche, but you gon' see the tables turn like a DJ. I'm just carrying out this prophecy. No ifs, ands, or maybes, I got to be. Gotta live these dreams before I'm dead, yeah. Did you hear what I said? Get my vision clear and I pledge, I pledge, I pledge. Gotta live these dreams before I'm dead, yeah. Did you hear what I said? Yeah, my vision clear and I pledge, never live my life on the edge. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Cause I finally realized why I'm here. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump.
It's about that time, dog.
I ain't tryna live my life on the edge. Yeah, I think I'm about to.
I just want the best, I can't stop this feeling. Snap over everything, my only option, really. Since Wu-Tang Clan wasn't nothing to mess with, I had bars and the beats and the hooks with the message. Mine's off the pine, on my P's and Q's. CH got the juice, it's my time to shine. Haters like, oh, you follow Sean Carter's blueprint? Wrong hole, homie, this is God-honored movements. Why do I keep second guessing, though? Like I don't know where my blessings flow from, and how far would this endeavor go? But if I never take a leap, then I'll never know. Looking over the cliff, frozen and stiff, even though I'm bestowed with the gift to uplift. But the mind keeps racing, prone to what if, scared I won't reach my peak, blowing adrift. It's easy to exist, insist on resisting the risk that's consistent with greatness. Miss it or make it, time to face it, suck it up and own it. Every second I've lived has brought me to this moment. I'm so over the pump fake life, only got one chance to run, take flight. A few deep breaths while remembering my plans to never live my life on the edge. You know I gotta jump.
Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Cause I finally realized why I'm here. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Cause I ain't tryna live my life on the edge. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. These dreams before I'm dead, yeah. Did you hear what I said? Get my vision clear and I pledge, I pledge, I pledge. Yeah, I think I'm gotta live these dreams before I'm dead, yeah. Did you hear what I said? Yeah, my vision clear and I pledge to never live my life on the edge. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump.
You only got one life to live, so why not live? Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Choice is yours.
I mean, the job's pretty simple. All I need you to do is just wake me up in the morning.
Oh, really? That's it? Yeah, I can do that. I can definitely do that. Oh, any particular time you want me to wake you up?
Yeah, around 6:30. I think 6:30 will be good.
All right. And all I got to do is wake you up, right? That's it. That's the only job.
Yep.
This is the easiest job I've ever had in my life, man. Yeah. Can you hear me? It's time to get up. Hey, woo, yo.
Oh my God, shut up! Shut up!
But I'm confused, but you told me to wake you up.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
No. You said to wake you up. I'm just doing what you said to do. I'm not, you know what? But you said to wake you up.
I'm trying to sleep and you gonna walk in here trying to wake me up. That's rude. I don't know what, like, why would you do that? Why would you do something like that? You see me in here sleep, but you walk in here talking to me, making noise like that, man, get out of here.
So I posted this over 2 weeks ago.
I'm ready to announce what causes autism. Okay, I'm sure this is gonna be revolutionary. Tylenol? That's according to the expert. Me.
And now it's the truth. I can't do political satire if the satire is real life.
you move just like that. When I move, you move just like that. Hell yeah, DJ, bring that back. Go on with your big self. Let me see something. Tell your little friend he can quit mean mugging. I'm lit and I don't care what no one thinks, but where is the waitress out with my drinks? When I move, you move just like that. When I move, you move just like that. When I move, just like that. Hell yeah, DJ, bring that back. When I move.
If you feel like you hate everyone, eat. Low blood sugar tricks your brain into frustration. If you feel like everyone hates you, sleep. Lack of rest makes your mind misread every social cue. If you feel anxious for no reason, walk. Movement clears cortisol from your body. If you feel unmotivated, take a cold shower. That shock releases dopamine and wakes up your system. If you feel stressed, chew gum. Your brain reads it as safety and cortisol drops instantly. If you feel overwhelmed, clear your space. External order brings internal peace. If you feel insecure, stand tall. Your posture sends confidence signals back to the brain. If you feel lonely, help someone. Acts of service releases oxytocin, the connection hormone. If you feel hopeless, plan one small action. Momentum destroys despair. Just keep that in mind.
Can I get a green light? I want everything you promised me, Lord. Sometimes it seems like it's taking way too long trying to be side. Should I stay? Should I move on? Wanna be right? So I'm moving out your green light. Say, can I get a green light? How y'all doing, huh? Where you at, huh? Can I get a green light? If you waiting on the Lord, God, you take a man's word. What you say, huh? Yo, say, can I get a green light? See, I want everything. I want everything you promised me, Lord. Seems like it's taking way too long. Seems like it's taking way too long trying to decide. Should I stay? Should I move on? So I don't move. Don't see. Can I get a green light? How y'all doing, huh? Where y'all at, huh? Can I get a green light? And if you're waiting on the Lord, God, you take a man's word. What you say, huh? Can I get a green light? With the whole world jumping. Can I get a green light? What I feel is doing nothing. Can I get a green light? I said I want, but till I hear you saying something, Lord, I wonder. Can I get a green light? feel you. If you really into that thing, get it real. Everybody, soprano set. Everybody say it one time.
High. I just wanna feel alive. Let me soar like an eagle in the sky. I wanna go higher. Freedom. I just wanna fly. I was born to fly. I'm so high. I'm a free bird. I'm freer in the sky. I was born to fly. I'm so high. I'm free. Clucking around with the chickens, sitting on the ground with the pigeons, till I found no vision. Wow, I'm no in it. And you get lifted.
Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? What's up, everyone's? Here we are, Zeke live in the morning on Tuesday, August 20th. Oh my God, what? Tuesday, September the 23rd. What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing well, and I'm glad you guys have locked in with Zeke live in the morning. A great way to start your day, although yesterday, not a great way to start my day yesterday. I woke up at like 7:20 something. It was like 7:21, something like that. And I was like, I'm not going live today. I texted the crew and I was like, I'm not going live. I ain't gonna make it. So yesterday I did much needed rest. I still need a little bit more. But yeah, just getting busy, getting ready for this weekend. So you've seen in the pre-show that we've got something going on Friday. I'll just throw it up there one more time. There that is. It looks like the internet is a little bit laggy. And if it is, y'all forgive me. Y'all know it'll fix itself later. But anyways, look at this. I don't know if y'all saw this or not, but on this Friday, 7:30 p.m. at 114th Bandstand, right here in Chicago, in Morgan Park, Park. Yeah, I'll be in concert with my work. And then Bishop Brian Woods is going to be there with A-Hop Choir. So yeah, it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time. So come on out, 7:30. It's free. Come on out. Like, if you're not used to seeing me live, I'm an experience, baby. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm an experience. I've come to accept that. And so praise and worship team gets to try to keep me in line a little bit. But no. But I get to sing alongside them in a concert that's honoring our 102nd year anniversary. So please, if you ain't got nothing else going on Friday, come out for that. I definitely want to see y'all there. Let's see here. I might as well throw this one on the screen while I'm at it. The statewide convening for Live Free Illinois, anointed to agitate. I love that. The revolution will be sanctified. That's Reverend Sierra Bates Chamberlain. And of course, you see one of the big names that's on there is Dr. Jamal Harrison Bryant. So he'll be there as well. So get registered for that. If you're interested in that, let me throw that flyer back up there. If you're interested in coming to this. If you're interested in coming to the statewide convening for Live Free Illinois, hit my line, hit me up. You can actually email us chrcapc@gmail.com, or you can even reach out to Zeke Live 730, but you'll do better if you go to the first one, because I know that's what it'll be about. So we can get you registered. There is a fee for registration, but for those of y'all who are coming as part of our congregation, it's a different setup, it's a different scenario that we'll take care of. But you gotta register through our organization for that, okay? All right. Let's see here. Then on this Thursday, since we just on announcements, since we just here on this Thursday, we do have our support groups that we do. We do a support group for caregivers, strong friends for those people. So make sure that you are, if you're not doing anything else, at 12 noon this Thursday, we still got that going on. But this is the one I'm really excited about. This one right here, this Friday. Now this right here, listen, y'all. Listen, Linda. The worship team sounds absolutely phenomenal. When I say they sound phenomenal, they sound phenomenal. They sound so good. It's gonna be a good time. We're doing like pretty much all original songs that night. So we'll see, like, you know, if it turns into a recording or something like that. But it's all original songs that's happening on Friday night. So trust me, if you want to see what I've been working on, this is one of your first sneak peeks. I've been giving y'all sneak peeks of music videos and stuff like that during the pre-show. You got to go back and watch the pre-show, see a little sneak peek. That's music videos. But if you want to see what I've been working on, even in live music, in a live music situation, then this Friday, trust me, if you want to see what all that work, why I'm so tired right now, and all of that, I'm in full on music mode again. I've been in the studio, getting ready for this, all that stuff like that. So you definitely, like I said, you don't want to miss it. It's gonna be a really good time. This pastor of praise is wearing me out. This worship arts, whatever they put on that title. I was like, man, just get the flyer out, like. Because y'all know I'll be trying to carry no titles or nothing like that. I'm just Zeke, man. But it's going to be a good time. I promise y'all it's going to be a good time. We had rehearsal last, what was our rehearsal? Thursday. All the days are running together now. But on Thursday, we had rehearsal. And, the singers rehearsed and the band and all that. Man, when I say so good. So tonight, I actually have a band rehearsal for the band. It's just the band. They'll be in there. We'll be tightening up on the different hits and making sure we got the song set. And then Thursday, another rehearsal. That's with the band and the singers. And then Friday, of course, is the event. So lots going on there. We'll talk more about that in the 8:30 hour. But for right now, we'll talk more about all that stuff like that. But I'm just gonna say it. Can y'all hear me now? Yeah. But I just gotta say it though, man. They sound so good. The singers sound just pristine. When I say they ready, y'all, they got it. They got it. I've been working them hard, having them laying parts. Like I've been working them hard, and they are deserving of all the accolades they get from doing this music. And I'm very proud to present it. So this Friday night, last time I put this on before we come back. This ain't the last time I put it on. You're going to see this flyer a whole lot. You're going to see this a whole lot. This flyer right here leading up to Friday. Because I want y'all there. I want to see y'all Lock Stars showing up. I want to see y'all there. I would love to see y'all there. I would really love to see a bunch of Lock Stars there on Friday night. It's going to be a big night. And can I be, well, no. Okay, we'll do that later. I was going to say, can I be honest? I think I get a little bit nervous right now, like just doing different stuff. Because it's been a while, y'all. It's been a while. I got I don't know if I rub oil in my eye or what, but I cannot open my eyes up. You ever rub something in your eye and you can't open it? You just keep rubbing at it even more. So y'all are watching in real time me struggling to open my eyes up, because I think I just rubbed something in there. Anyways, I think I get nervous though. Now, just a little bit nervous. Not so nervous. We're oh my God, I can't do this. It's nothing like that. But it's the nerves where you feel like, like I've been away from it for a while. Do I still got it? Can I still find that? Can I? And I think I'll be all right. I do, but it's just, that little bit of anxiety that shows up that's there. But I tell you what'll make it good for me. I tell you what'll make it great is if a bunch of my people showed up with me that day. Bunch of my lock stars, just friendly faces in the place who I know gonna clap their hands and all of that. That would just make it. That would just make my heart really good. So if you don't have any plans on Friday night, please make some plans to come to 114th and Vincennes right here in Chicago. If you're in Chicago, please make some plans to come to that. I really would. Just appreciate seeing y'all there. And I'm going to keep begging for that all week long. All my mamas and all my sisters and brothers on the show, all the artists in the Chicago area. And I know some of y'all don't live in Chicago, and that's okay as well. But the ones that's in Chicago, come on through. Well, we got a good show today. If you haven't done it already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right on the YouTube side. And you can follow us, you can like, you can share, you can do all that on the Facebook side. That will be all good. And y'all see that little StreamYard logo that keeps popping up? That's going to be gone in probably about 1 to 2 weeks. Sometime in the month of October, we'll be switching over. I've been doing some looking at the new program we're going to be going to, and I think it's going to be a better fit. Hopefully there won't be some hiccups and stuff, but we'll talk about that more when we get there. So a lot of my frustration, you get a chance to see, you get to see me, not have that frustration hopefully anymore. That's like, hopefully I won't have that frustration anymore. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's see here. What else is there that I was going to say? Oh, yeah, I was going to tell y'all what today's show is about. Well, today's show, a great show, of course. This is a great way to start your day. I'm your host, Zeke Locke'd. And, yes, this is a great way to start your day. But today, I do want to just get into some conversation. Of course, at 8 o'clock, y'all know what we do in a few minutes here. We do our morning shout-outs and morning affirmations. So if you haven't already done so, go ahead and name the day. Y'all know we do that. That's a tradition over here every morning. We didn't get a chance to do it yesterday morning because I was overslept. And I needed to sleep. Here's the reality. There's been a number of times where I accidentally overslept like that. There's been a few times, and then I still would just rush, get up, make it happen, and then we on the air like nothing went wrong. I mean, you know what I mean? But this time around, yesterday I was like, you know what? No, not today. And I took that break. I just took a break. I texted the team, and they was cool. So yeah. So sorry we weren't there yesterday. So we got to make up our morning affirmations from yesterday. We got to make up for it today, I guess. I don't know. But we're going to do that at 8 o'clock, of course. Then at 8:30, I'll kind of fill y'all in a little bit, like I've already been talking about this Friday. And just some other music things. Y'all seen some of the sneak peeks and stuff I've thrown out there. So we'll kind of dive into that conversation just a little bit. Just what has been taken and the toll has been taken, but the joy it's been bringing. All of that stuff like that to be able to get this together. Because, again, like I said, I'm really actually very proud to present this music on Friday. Just listening to rehearsal, the last rehearsal that we had, and just how everybody feels motivated and ready. I'm really honestly proud to present this music. And it's a sneak peek a little bit for the other stuff that's to come out with me, Zeke Locke'd, right? And the new experience. So, it's just, it all goes together for me because I'm just Zeke and I'm just doing stuff. So we'll talk a little bit about that at 8:30. And then at 9 o'clock, I got a question for y'all. Oh my Lord. I'll wait till we get to that segment to tell y'all the story. But what's up with the kids, man? These are different kids. Are times just changing, or are these the most disrespectful kids that have ever walked the face of the planet? I don't know. But y'all let me know what you think when we get there at 9 o'clock. Chime into that conversation because I just got questions like, are we raising them wrong? Are they just a different breed of people? What is going on with the children today? Or are we just being oversensitive because every generation has a bunch of old people who always say, oh, back in my day, or there's something really a lot different today than what it was back then. And I would argue for the latter, actually. I used to be a little bit more lenient with it. Like, no. But I think that something done happened in the past 15 years or so, and things have changed when it comes to our children. That's my belief. That's my opinion. We'll talk about that at 9 o'clock. Then at 9:30, we got Pastor Rich Holmes joining us, and we'll have a little conversation about how to stick to joy, how to keep your joy, hold on to your joy, even when times of life get overwhelming, when you get a whole lot going on. How do you hang on to your joy? And maybe we'll let him just answer some practical questions from his pastoral point of view. Like, how do you hang on to your joy? How do y'all hang on to your joy? For some people, it's blunt. For others, it's a bottle. And then for others, it's a Bible. And then for others, it's some, well, we won't say that. But, a lot of people try to find their joy in different ways. But I can tell you, you can just find King Jesus. Oh, long as I got King Jesus, long as I got King. Anyway, so anyways, we'll have that conversation. What are some things maybe that you do to hold on to your joy, to hold on to your peace, your happiness, even in the midst of nonsensical people who are always around you? And that's kind of what we're talking about today. So stay tuned, stay locked in with us, because of course that's going to be a great show that we got coming up. But for now, before we go to our morning affirmations, and again, if you haven't done so, please go ahead, name the day. That's what we call our affirmations. Today is Tuesday. Somebody might want to call it, I don't know, tell me something good Tuesday. Somebody might want to call it Pterodactyl Tuesday. I don't know, maybe just feeling like dinosaurs. Maybe somebody wants to call it I don't know, took out last night Tuesday. I don't know. Tell us about your day. I don't know. Whatever. Just name the day. Maybe you call it, just something good. And that's Thursday morning affirmation. We're gonna do that at 8 o'clock. We'll do that in a few minutes here. So if you haven't done that, do that. And of course, again, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on your notifications, and you can share and all that other good stuff. Yeah, so you can do all of those things, all the things. Let's see here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing. I don't think there is. Yeah, I definitely just want to put those two flyers up, and y'all gonna see those two flyers quite a bit over the course of the next week and month about Live Free State Convening and the APC Night of Worship. Yeah, that and that. Yes, you'll see those coming up a whole lot more over the course of the next week and the next month, because I love to see some lock stars there. We're fighting for justice. Speaking of fighting for justice, I think I got a couple minutes. Yeah, speaking of fighting for justice, something that's crazy. I don't know if it's crazy, if we should have expected it, or who knows what's expected anymore. But we've talked about this. Jimmy Kimmel is back. We talked about free speech last week. Was that on Friday? Y'all heard that rhyme? Free speech last week. The rhymes just flow. I'm just dope like that. Anyways, we talked a lot about free speech last week and how it seems like that's starting to be restricted and starting to be taken away. We kind of defined what is free speech and who has the right to free speech and where and when you have a right to free speech and what it actually protects. We talked about all that kind of stuff, and none of that changed the fact that Jimmy Kimmel got his show basically canceled. They didn't cancel, but they indefinitely canceled it. Well, boy, did that thing not turn around real quick. I mean, real quick, as in tonight, he'll be back on the air. They announced it yesterday, either Sunday or yesterday. I think it was Sunday. That they announced that he would be back on the air on Tuesday. So he's supposed to be back on the air on Tuesday. I think it's safe to say that might end up being one of the most watched TV shows of the year. I don't know. That might do some real good numbers. Makes me wonder if Disney knew what they was doing, but I'm gonna assume not. And here's why: because they lost something to the tune of was it 2.3 or 3.6 billion dollars in one day? Disney. They lost 2.3 or 3.6, something like that. Oh, maybe it was neither of those numbers. It was billions that they lost in one day. So many people claimed to cancel Disney Plus. So many people claim to boycott Disney. Here's the thing about Disney: they're just too big. They're just too big to really like get away from them. I mean, I doubt all the guys really stopped to boycott Disney because ESPN, like, you know, for some people, their favorite show is on ABC and they're like, I'm not missing that. For some folks, your kids was like, you know, they watch, I don't know, Mickey Mouse Club or whatever. And y'all know how it is with a toddler. You can't just randomly give them another show. They want the show that they want. So, you know, so all that to say, a lot of people did claim at least to cancel Disney or at least started the process of that. But at the same token, what's interesting is, you know, they still lost a lot of money and a lot of people tried to. That site actually crashed. I think it was Friday. The unsubscribe page from Disney actually crashed because so many people were leaving Disney. Now, this is like just all I know is the world is just wild right now. It's just wild. This is why I love doing this. This is why I do this in the morning. Like, this is why we do Zeke Live in the morning, because just all of that's just so overwhelming. At this point, there's just too much. There's just too much. I want to go somewhere where when you turn on the news, there's like 15 minutes worth of news, another 15 minutes worth of, well, another 8 minutes worth of, I don't know, good stories, and the other period of time is like commercial breaks or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I want to go back to that. Like, you know, these 24-hour news cycles and this just constant barrage of just like hitting us with everything political. I mean, this is, it's overwhelming, dog. It's overwhelming. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired, man. I'm just tired of it. It's just like an assault on my mental. Like, I feel like if enough of us decided we were going to sue the U.S. government for just assaulting our mental, for pain and suffering, for just too much news, too much just everything. I feel like if a bunch of us did that, we might actually be able to win in court. I don't know. I might be wrong about that. I could be wrong, but I feel like I'm not wrong. I feel like in a very litigious culture like the one in which we live, we should be able to do that. I tell you what I did not care about from Walt Disney World, though. Not specifically Walt Disney World, but y'all know what I mean. Disney. What I didn't particularly care about, though, with them is that, and we're going to take this music break, but what I didn't really care for them, from them, was the fact that they are known for being like super litigious. Like Disney, like y'all know if I play something from Disney on this right now, we will be shut down so quick. Like they will shut us down so quick. Like, because they own their rights, right? All that kind of good stuff. But man, I like when it came to this, they decided not to fight it, which was wild. Just wild. But I guess money is the bottom line at the end of the day. So anyways, y'all, we're going to take a music break right here. Let's get ready to take this music break. And then I tell you what we'll do. We'll play Miss Frida, just one song. And then we'll come back with our morning affirmations. If you have not said good morning, go ahead and say good morning. Name the day. And we'll be right back. I'm going to find me something to drink other than water. I forgot to stop and get my coffee, y'all. So I'm just all out of sorts. I might need the DoorDash or something. I don't know. We'll find out. But for now, y'all go ahead and enjoy Miss Frida on the song right here, and we'll be right back. know how we do over here. That's how the Muppets is like. Wailing around. Y'all, Miss Frida went higher. Y'all know I love that song. Get the day moving just right. Get the day moving just right. let you get your day moving just right. I don't know if y'all move or not when the song comes on. I don't know if y'all be in there doing your thing, but it's a great way to start your day when you start dancing, waking up in the morning. Do y'all do your stretching? Do y'all ever do that in the morning? We didn't do any check-in yesterday. We usually been doing it on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with the big emphasis on Wednesday. But I guess I could at least ask that question. How you guys doing? Are you doing all right? Have you stretched? Have you stretched out? If you haven't stretched, just take a minute. Just stretch real quick. Just take a minute. Just stretch. Just stretch. Oh. Yeah, that feels good, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Although, you know what I just did? I just did a stretch the wrong way. From what I understand, you're supposed to stretch something to the tune of like 30 seconds or something like that in order for it to be effective and really loosen up your muscles. So if you're not in the habit of waking up in the morning and doing some nice long stretches, you know, might I suggest to you to actually do that. Actually, I'm stretching right now and you can't see it, but my hand, I'm pulling it back. Well, I want to do it. It's going. I got to reconfigure myself too much, but yeah. It feels really nice right up in there because I need that. Just the constant movement I've been on, the constant doing, just all of that. It's a good thing. If you're not in the habit of doing that, I would highly suggest doing that. I would also highly suggest this if you're a singer, especially, or if you use your voice a whole lot. Some people are, they just have to talk a lot. Some people just have to talk a whole lot, just a lot of meetings and constantly, or you're dealing with clients and you're constantly using your voice. I would suggest warming your vocals up in the morning. I'll give y'all a couple exercises, okay? All right, there's some weird stuff. Shout out to Kiki, one of the people on my worship team, one of the worship team leaders. She said I was making them weird because I was giving them all these weird exercises to do with their voice, but it helps, I'm telling you. So here's one right here. This is going to make you feel a little weird, but you can do this in your car on your way to work. You can do this in the shower. You can do this when you're sitting on the toilet. Y'all remember that? You can do it when you're doing it. These just vocal exercises just to loosen up. It's like a muscle. You have to loosen it up just like you have to stretch these out. You got to stretch your voice out. Stretch your vocal muscles out. And the reason you want to do that, again, if you use your voice a lot, if you're using your voice a whole lot, then you definitely want to do this because it keeps that nice and loose, keeps it nice and warm. That's why we call them vocal warm-ups. Here's one that we do. I'm going to give you two common ones. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll give you 3 things you can do. 3 things you can do. Just very, very simple things. I don't get real deep with folks. I tend to just give them these 3 things. It helps to loosen the iceberg when I'm doing this, like on the road and stuff. But one you can do, and then we got to move on. But one you can do is simply just get at the highest note that you can. We call it a head voice. You can just go. And go all the way as low as you can. You can go the reverse way as well. And you'll feel some of that crackling and stuff. I've got a lot of that going on. I have not warmed my voice up. I'm here first morning, running my mouth for 2 hours. I got to 2.5 hours actually. So, I got to be better about warming my voice up. You can do that. That's one of them. It's simple as that. You don't do it real hard. It's not supposed to be loud. To loosen up your voice, to break up some of that film. Then there's another thing you can always kind of give yourself a little cough. Now you're not trying to cough everything up. It's not that kind of cough. It's just loosening up. So it's just sure to cover your mouth, right? And it's literally just loosen it up. It's just pumping up your vocal. That's the second one I'll give you. The third one I'll give you, we call it a vocal fry. Vocal fry, not a French fry, a vocal fry, not a fried cabbage, not a fried pepper steak. This is a vocal fry. Essentially, it's that noise that every toddler figures out how to make, and then they start doing it when they wake up in the morning. Be like, stop that! It's that sound that goes like this. That sound, right? So you can do that. I'll even throw this bonus one in for you. Right there, just loosen all that up. Right, get all the lips and everything else like that. But anyway, so I would just suggest you can go back and rewind that and look at those. But just every morning, do that kind of stuff. And even at nighttime, before going to bed, do a cool down like that. It will help with your vocal health, especially, like I said, if you may not be a singer, but somebody who talks a lot and you have to run your mouth a lot like I do, and this stuff will help you. So that was 4 things I gave you a bonus for. So, all right, you got vocal fries. You got the little cough loosen upper. Right? Nothing hard. Don't be, it ain't that. Please do not do that. You'll tear your voice up even more. It's just, and then, of course, you got the bubble lip where you can do that. And that stuff will help you. I promise you. Just like your body needs to stretch and warm up in the daytime, you can do the same thing with your voice. It needs the exact same kind of a treatment. So those are specialized things. Very simple tips. Very, very, very simple pro tips, but very, very effective pro tips. I do them all the time. I promise you. It's the only way I can maintain. It's like making sure I'm warming up. So there's something y'all can do. So there's something for you. Let's see here. Let's get into these morning shout outs. If you haven't named the day, go ahead and already say good morning. If you have, go ahead and already say good morning. If you haven't done it, go ahead and already say it. I don't know if that's country or just bad grammar, but y'all know what I meant when I said it. Anyways, let's see here. Let's get into these morning comments. Let's see here. Who's got the first comment of the day today? Of course, you've got to be on YouTube to make it to the first comment of the day because YouTube lets you know when we start a new thing. So if you're not subscribed and turned on the notifications over here, then, you're going to be able to have the first comment. But let's see. Who got first comment of the day today? Let's go ahead and give it up. It is Mama. There she is, Miss Sherry Staten. Y'all go ahead and give her some love right there. She's over there. She's just popping in. She's on her way to the airport today. But she did name the day. She said it's Talk with God Tuesday. Hold on. Y'all know what I got to do. I got to get my gong out. Here it is right here. Talk with God Tuesday. Talk with God. Tell him what you want. Tell him what you need. He's an on-time God. All I can hear in there is just a bunch of songs. Traveling talk with Jesus. Tell him all about your troubles. Jesus. I'm a Christian, right? Tell him all about your troubles. That was one of my jams right there. That one. I know he will. I know he will. Oh, that was my jam. Let's see what else we got. Tell him what you want. Let's see him. Jesus is on the line. Tell him what you want. Oh, Jesus is on. So there you go. And what else we got? Tell him what you need. Oh God, I just had the song in my head. I'm getting the song. I had a song in my head for that one. And then, of course, he's an on-time God. Yes, he is. That song gonna come to me, the one I'm talking about. Tell him what you need. Oh, here it is. All in his hands. I put it all in his hands. That's all I was trying to think of. All in his hands. I put it all in his hands. And I was thinking about you confess the Lord. All in up. I was mixing the two of those in my head up. Yeah, anyways, there's Mama right there giving us some good songs. So there's your morning devotional right there. Now all we need is a deacon to come in and just kneel down. Oh Lord, we come before you, head bowed and knee bent, just to say thank you, Father. Oh, just thank you, Father, for another day. Oh, y'all remember them deacons that used to pray devotion service? Boy, devotion service used to be lit. I don't know about y'all. Praise and worship was like cool too. Obviously, I do praise and worship. But devotion service, man. I hope y'all ain't forgot about devotion. Anyway, give it up for Miss Jessie Nyako. There she is right there. She's been gone away for a while. But look at her back with us this morning. Saying good morning to everybody. And a very good morning to you as well, Miss Jessie. And then look who it is. It's Abronia. Good morning, Lock Stars. And have a terrific Tuesday. And of course, that is a mic on. There it is right there. for having a terrific Tuesday. She just named the day for us as a terrific Tuesday. That's exactly what I want for all of y'all. I want all of y'all to have a terrific Tuesday. I hope your day is starting off terrific. Let's see. I gotta scroll through. I mean, scroll. Oh, I knew it was there. There it is right there. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be there. And Mr. Bronya gives us the first lady announcement. Please take a look for Zeke Live in the morning with Zeke, Derek, Rich, and Ron to grab your morning jolt. And let's have a fruitful conversation on today's topic. Y'all, I don't have my morning jolt. Yeah, no morning jolt for me. No morning jolt for me. Hold on. Stop the track. Hold on. Let me show y'all what I got to get. Hold on. While I'm grabbing it, I might as well start a new track. Something else I want to hear. All right. What I got today? Water. My morning jolt. Water is good for you. I drink lots of water. That's the fifth that you can have for keeping your voice together. Water. Just good old water. Although this time, I don't know how good this actually is because it's water, but it's flavored. They call it a flavored water beverage. So let's look at the no fat. There is 45 milligrams of sodium in it. That's a little wild when you think about drinking water full of sodium. But anyways, in this little bottle, Kroger though, this is a strawberry flavored water. And I got some lemon ones downstairs. Those are my favorite. They're nice cold. That's the best thing I got today. Water. Flavored water is the best thing I got today. I forgot to go to the store and get coffee. Let me take that back. Let me correct that. I didn't forget to go to the store. I forgot to get coffee when I went to the store. Twice. And so I have no coffee at home. I drank the last of it yesterday. I'm officially out. At least I ain't got to take the caffeine. So at least I got that. Anyways, let's move it on. Let's move it on along here. Thank you to Miss Brony Cat. Yeah, this my goodness. I want some coffee. And I was trying, y'all, and here's the other frustration. All right, y'all, all my frustration. I'm trying to DoorDash some coffee. I gotta re-download DoorDash. I can't even like DoorDash. All right, anyway, whatever. Starting the day off good. So thank you to Miss Brony for that right there. Reminded me that I don't have a coffee. And then look, y'all know how I feel about the mamas of the show. It's my mama that she is my mother-in-law, Miss Sherry Panky, and she's making sure that that I know that they missed us yesterday. Yeah, did y'all miss me yesterday? Did y'all miss me for real? Don't lie to me now, y'all. Don't lie to me now. Did y'all miss me for real? Because I overslept, and I literally, I looked at the clock for 7:40. I'm like 7:40, whatever time I text them. I was just like, I'm not gonna rush out of this. Like, I'm not gonna rush it up and try to get it full up. I'm not gonna do it. Like, and so I didn't do it. And so I just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hopefully she's out today. Thought she was getting out yesterday and then last night. So hopefully today. Not yesterday, then today. So hopefully. All right, y'all. So y'all go say what's up to my mother-in-law, Miss Sherry Panky. Y'all know how I feel about the mamas of the show. So y'all go ahead and show my mother-in-law some love. Let's see here. Let me keep on scrolling down. Let's keep on going down. There it goes. Miss Rhonda on the rock. And she got bigger. That's literally what the flyer says. It says, ask the like that. Yeah. Wow. Fast car, worship, Lord. Well, if y'all want to see what Rhonda on the Rocks is talking about, you got to make the time in your schedule this Friday at 114th in Morgan Park. That's 8th Morgan Park. We got a concert going on. I'll put that back up one more time. Miss Rhonda is calling out the Fast Car Parade. There it is. That is not a name I called myself, by the way, y'all. That's still good. A night of worship featuring AP praise Park Praise. So they'll be there, and the Bishop Ron Woods and his choir. They will be there as well, churching it up real good. So, like I said, we're doing a bunch of original stuff. It's easy stuff to sing along to, too, so you don't want to. We'll talk more about that in the next segment. But thank you, Rhonda, for pointing out the title that is on there. Like, thank you for that. Right? Let's keep on rolling down. She's saying good morning to everybody. And so make sure we say good morning to y'all. And wait a minute, I missed something from my mother-in-law that I missed. How did I miss this? Lord Jesus, I was thrown right over this. Says good morning, Lockstar. He's a miracle worker Tuesday. And she's telling Mama Terry to have a safe flight. The other Mama Terry to have a safe flight. We got two of them. But yeah, miracle worker Tuesday. Y'all know I gotta bring my song. That one gotta hit the song for that. Yes, he is a miracle worker. If you can't remember nothing else, at least remember that. He is a miracle worker. He is a miracle worker. He is a miracle worker. See how many songs I can come up with by the end of the day. Just random comments. There's, of course, Miss Sherry again on the Facebook side. Y'all know she's getting ready to get on the flight, like she said. But that symbol right there, I like to give it acknowledgement every day because it's not about the family that you're born into. Don't get wrong. But you know, as you get older, you start maturing, you get family that you choose. And so I'm sorry for the family that we choose. Shout out to all of that. I just want to tell y'all let's see who else we got in here. My auntie Regina is here, y'all. Look at that. Good morning, nephews and lock stars. Says she missed us yesterday. Oh, we were missed yesterday. I know, right? We were missed. Oh, yeah. But you gave us the day to name the day with. And for today, and I love that. Thought-provoking Tuesday. Like the conversation we're going to have in a minute here. All these kids, like, just out of their mind. Because they doing some stuff that I know we would have got beat for. So you know, there it goes right there. Let's see. Let's see here. Who else we got in here? I missed another one from Miss Jessie. Look at that. Truth Sticking Tuesday. I got a whole lot of reasons to hit this gong. Oh, look at that. Truth Sticking Tuesday. Thank you for that. Yeah. Speaking truth in everything that we do. I'm all about that. Speak truth in everything we do. I don't care what somebody tells you. Go research it yourself. Go look it up yourself. Talk to somebody who's close to that field, you know? Like, my Lord. I had to research that apparently now Tylenol causes autism. What they're saying, like, just go find people who actually do it. You know, just say that's all Rhonda. I think talking about TikTok fans or rappers happy as some people who know what to talk about. You know, you're gonna see through those talk. That's it. You know what I mean? Anyway, there goes. Thank you for that, Miss Jessie and Tina. Who else we got down here? I got a few other people. Let's see who else we can get to. Miss Sarah Jones. Uh-oh. I just thought. There it is. Miss Sarah Jones, y'all give it up for her. She's still an older person. I promise I'm not avoiding it. I promise I'm scared. It is not charging my head, not my heart. You know I love you, girl. You know I love you. All right, Rhonda says my mic keeps going out. I just saw that pop up on the side. I don't even know what to do about that. I don't know. All I know to do is say we will have another platform like in the next week or two. That's all I got for y'all. That I know that's gonna happen. Let's see here. What else we got? Let's see. Of course, it's Miss Sarah Jones. Shout out to her. And then a big shout out to Miss JP Rideout. That's Eric's mama. Y'all know how I feel about the mamas of the show. Yes, she is right there. This is Johnny Rideout saying good morning to everybody. Y'all know I got to list out for everybody. That's the Saints, and those that can. And everybody in there. So there you have it right there. So y'all say what's up to Miss JP Rideout. That's Eric's mama. Y'all know Eric is traveling. But y'all know he's with the spirit. And Nelson Mama is here. So, you know, there we go. Yeah, that's why we show love to the mamas of the show. That is why we show love to the mamas of the show. Speaking of stretching, this says no more stress or patience every morning. These wild kids, we're going to talk about that a little later. I saw my mother-in-law posted. I just hula hooped. I was listening to the music. Oh, look at that. She was hula hooping while we was playing that last song. I love that. And look, y'all, it's James Lane, a.k.a. LeVar. That's what I know him as. Y'all give it up for my dog, LeVar, and somebody who I love dearly, his mama, Miss Jackie Lane. Oh, my goodness. Y'all say what's up to them. Y'all go, if you're on the Facebook side, give some love. Say what's up, LeVar. Make sure you say what's up to Miss Jackie. Y'all say what's up to Miss Jackie Lane. That is, if you ever want to hear somebody say something I was almost singing the church. And I was thinking about the song. That's not my range. Oh Lord, how excellent, how excellent, how excellent, how excellent is your name. Yeah, I used to wear that song out growing up. And I miss hearing us sing that. I miss hearing us. Good morning to you, Sister Jackie. Man, those memories never leave you, y'all. The memories of when you grow up, they never. I don't care what you do, where you go in the world. Those memories never leave you. I'm telling you, I've been on stage with the best of the best and idols and all of that. I've been on stages with I've been all over the world doing stuff. And one thing is for sure. Memories never leave you. They just never leave you. And the good ones, don't let the good memories leave you. Maybe we'll talk about that later about all short. They all show some love right there. Let's see here. One more from my auntie Regina. She said Transconspicuous Tuesday. Transparent or easily understood. There it goes right there. There's a reason to hit my gong. Yeah. What's easily understood? Just make sure that you're around who know what they're talking about. And then look who it is, y'all. It's Eric Rideout. Y'all make sure to say what's up to E. Like I said, y'all know he's traveling, but y'all show him some love while he's on the road. Lift it up in your prayers and on the highways and the byways. Over the highway. Do it right. If you're gonna do it right, you gotta do it my way. I'm saying stuff to you. But y'all show some love to Eric. Here it is right there. You missed him before. I thought he was actually gonna be on yesterday, and I was the one that was on me. Yes. Okay, let's do this. Let's take one more music break. Thank y'all so much. It's always a pleasure to do those. Yes, it's always a pleasure to do the morning shout outs. We love doing that. I love what Rhonda said here. According to TikTok, the rapture was supposed to happen. Oh, it's supposed to happen today. I thought it was supposed to happen yesterday. Well, y'all get your soul in order. Get your soul together. I just made that up. But hell is a hot place. Ain't no water there. I want to be caught up. Caught up in the rapture. Anyways, yeah, so I don't know. In case the rapture happens today, y'all just make sure you're ready for it. I don't know if y'all ready for it or not. But go ahead and get ready. Because like Rhonda said, either it didn't happen or you Negroes missed it. So if you just missed the rapture, then you need to go get your life in order and check yourself out. And y'all, real quick, y'all say what's up to my mama. And I know my dad is watching through this, so say what's up to my mom and my dad, Bishop John and Lisa Dyson. Y'all go ahead and say what's up to them, or should I say it this way, doctors, because both of my parents have doctorate degrees. And should I correct that? Both of my parents have earned doctorate degrees, not knocking life experience doctorates. That's what I call them. Honorary doctorates usually are life experience doctorates. And sometimes it's just, rubbing shoulders with the university. They want to be connected to somebody powerful, so they give them a doctorate. But other times it's because somebody has done the work. Like my grandmother had a honorary doctorate based on her lifetime of work experience. I mean, she's training the people who become doctors. So she got that honorary doctorate, and that was, in my case, earned. In my mind, that's also earned. It's just earned over a lot longer time before you can prove to the academia that you're all right. But my parents both have earned doctors. So let me say it that way. Good morning to Doctors John and Lisa Dyson. That's my parents, y'all. So that's my mama on the screen. And y'all know how I feel about the mamas. That's my mama, y'all. Let's do this. Let's take another music break right here. When we come back, I'm going to fill y'all in on what's going on with music, the music stuff that I got coming up. Yeah, it's going to be all about me in this next phase, in this next segment. But like I said, if you want to know about what's going on, stay tuned. Stay locked in, and we'll be right back after these couple of songs. I'm going to play both of these songs because I got them in a video format, and I can step up and grab me a cold water because this one is room temperature. They taste better. The flavored ones taste better when they're cold. So I'm going to do that, and we'll be right back. Stay locked in. Zeke Live.
Woke up this morning, I got up and prayed. I'm thanking the Lord for another good day. I kept it simple, no need to explain. Yeah. The devil thought he had me, I got away. Yeah. Don't it feel good when you've been in his presence? Yeah. Walking with him ain't no second guessing. Yeah. Some call it luck, but I call it a blessing. Yeah. He give me peace, ain't no need to be stressing. He never gave up on me. His promises he'll always keep. He paid the price just for me, yeah. Gave him my all, now I'm free. Woke up this morning, I got up and prayed. Thanking the Lord for another good day. I kept it simple, no need to explain. Walking with him ain't no second guess. Somebody love, but I call it a blessing. He give me peace, ain't no need to be stressing. He never gave up on me. His promises he'll always keep. He paid the price just for me. Gave him my all, now I'm free. Woke up this morning, I got up and prayed. I'm thanking your love for another good day. I kept it simple, no need to explain. Yeah. Never thought he had me, I got
conceal the truth revealed in you. 'Cause I thought when I felt you would walk away. It made me feel some type of way, made me feel some type of way. I know every time I drift away, you catch me regret. With you, 'cause mountains only move by faith, Lord, I'm better with you. I'm better with you. I'm better with you. Giving me peace I can't explain. I know true love never fades. No one can replace it. You can't come and make a way. Now I'm better with you. With you. With you. I'm honestly better with the mountains. There's a river that don't run dry. Deeper than oceans, there's a water that brings us back to life. There is no greater revelation than the lamb that came down and sacrificed. No running, I know who I gotta do. I'm better with you. I'm better with you. With you. Hey. 'Cause mountains only move by faith. But I'm better with you. With you. With you, Jesus. Only you, Jesus. True love never fades. No one can replace it. You can't come and make a way. Now I'm better with you. With you. With you. I'm honestly better with you. Oh yeah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
We back, y'all. We back, y'all. We back, y'all. Like that, y'all. Like that, y'all. Hey, glad to be back with y'all. I love both of those songs. I really do. I like both of those songs. Nathan Davis Jr., first time I heard that song was a playlist, and I was just that playlist. I've been playing that playlist a lot lately. And then Eric sent me on the other one with Jordan May, that song right there, Better With You. What was wild, it was wild because he got that line in there, made me feel some type of way, made me feel some type of way. I got to thinking, I was like, can you imagine like in 10 years, like that song being sung like during praise and worship, like, and they using language, made me feel some type of way, made me feel some type of way. Can you imagine singing that on your worship team? And all the mothers looking like, feel what kind of way? You got to name what kind of way you feel, because every generation does that, don't they? We'll talk about that a little bit more. Right now, let's talk about this, y'all. I know I told y'all, and I'll say this before I do that, to go ahead and like and subscribe and share and do all the things. If you don't know where you can do that stuff at, let me do this. I'll even show you where it is. There it is right there. You can look right there, all along there. Those are my tags. Facebook, YouTube, the IG, yeah, the Book of Faces, all that stuff like that. It's all there. So you can definitely follow us on all that stuff, all those platforms. We definitely would love you to be part of our Lockstar family if you haven't already joined in, if you haven't already locked in. Come on, be part of our Lockstar family. And a big shout out to Chris Hood. Chris Hood, a lot of that video work that y'all saw in the pre-show, I gotta say it like Hood, yo. A lot of that video work you saw in the pre-show was actually shot by True Hood Studios. So you saw like a sneak peek of a music video upcoming. You saw a couple rehearsals. Well, you saw a rehearsal clip in there. What else do we put in there? I don't remember what else was in there. Something else was in there. Anyways, oh yeah. A Night from Healing Voices when we had Silver Gospel Choir there. So you saw a lot of me in the pre-show this time around. Good shout, a lot of that stuff like that. And another shout out to Jeremy Keys. He'll be with us, especially as we got to have this conversation about what I got coming up musically. Jeremy Keys will actually be with me on Friday. So the next pressing thing that I have coming up musically, y'all, I really want to see y'all there. Yeah, hold on, wait, move this banner out the way. Get this banner out the way. There we go. Yeah. I want to see y'all there, and this is why I want that banner out the way so that I can do. Okay, if I can find it, they ain't gonna load up. There it is. Boom shaka laka laka boom shaka laka. This Friday, this is going on. The APC Night of Worship. So APC, for those that don't know, Apostolic Pentecostal Church of Morgan Park, or APC Morgan Park, as we call it, APC, celebrating 102 years this year. 102 years here in Chicago. And as a church, on the far south side of Chicago, even before Morgan Park was part of Chicago, it was down there. And so, anyways, on this Friday, we're kicking off those celebrations with a night of worship. And so I get to be with my worship team, a featured guest, as a part of this night. So if you haven't seen me perform live in a while, if you haven't seen me on the stage in a while, and by if you haven't seen me, by that I mean, hold on, wait a minute, let me look right at myself. I haven't seen me on the stage in a while. Because I took a step back for a minute. That's why I say, I get a little nervous now when I think about some of this stuff. There it is again, right there. The APC Night of Worship. But this is the night where I'm doing a bunch of new stuff, a bunch of new and original stuff. We're going to turn the recorder on. We're going to do all of that. So I definitely want y'all to, I definitely want y'all to come through and be a part of that. I think it's going to be an epic night. We got some good songs, man. So, like as I'm thinking about all of this stuff about just what's going on musically and all of that, we're actually in the process of planning something for it'll either be we think it's going to happen Thanksgiving weekend. We're just trying to figure out what day it's going to be. So just mark your calendar that roundabout Thanksgiving weekend, we got something going on that weekend. Thanksgiving weekend, Zeke Lock. We're going to be doing something, Zeke Lock, the new experience. We solidifying a date and all that stuff. And maybe by this week, we'll actually have an answer for you. Maybe by this week. By next week, for sure. I got to get through this week, this week coming up on Friday. So that's coming up then. And then, of course, I gave you this flyer right here, the statewide convening. I'm actually doing that night. I'm doing the praise and worship that Friday night, actually, for this. So Jamal Harrison Bryant and all that stuff like that. So I'm actually doing the praise and worship that night with some people from, we'll do some healing voices stuff. So they'll be there. We'll do some of that stuff like that. So that'll be going on. But if you want to see me just like in a full set, and you missed me last week, we had like we cut it down to 20 minutes. It was supposed to be 30 minutes. We cut it down to like 20. But if you want to see me, in a full set, a full praise and worship set, you haven't seen me do that before, and it's been a while, even for me. I'm not talking about praise and worship on a Sunday morning. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a full-on praise and worship style concert where I'm like just going at it. Come on out this Friday night, 114th and Vincennes. Like I said, for some of y'all, it's been a while since you've seen me. For me, it's been a while since I've seen me on the stage, But I think I still got it. I think I still got and when I say I still got it, I don't mean that in an arrogant way. I'm not trying to say it from a standpoint of like, I'm the best that ever did this. And I'm not saying nothing like that. Because I don't even believe that fully. And, we can get to the debate about that all day, about you got to think you the best in order to act like you the best, in order to run like the best. But I still struggle in the area because I know some people who I can go right down the list with who I look up to. And I say, no, they the best. Like that's like, don't touch that. But, like everybody got their own thing. But anyways, I know I got it in the sense that I got the energy for it. I've got I got the vocals for it. Been singing these high songs. Got the praise team is on point. The band, I'm excited about them. Like I said, shout out to Jeremy Keys. He gonna be there. He'll be on the keys. Actually, he's gonna be there. Hood said he gonna be there. Oh, come on, Hood. Yeah, look at this, y'all. Yeah, Keys said he's gonna be there. Well, Keys, of course, is gonna be there. I'm letting y'all know Keys gonna be there. Hood said he's gonna be there. Keys gonna be there because Keys playing that night. So if so we the boys are back together. I make that an old 70s sounding song. So Keys will be on the keys. Got Mr. Gibbs on the organ, the one and only iconic Richard Gibbs. And then I've got, who else? Anthony Lowe. Actually, I'm wearing his brand right now. Check this out. He's on drums. I'm actually wearing his brand, the Able brand. Anthony B. Lowe. You can't see. I got turned that way. There we go. I'm not going to try to stand weird to get this angle. But yeah. I'm wearing his brand. I wear it a lot. His brand, actually. I just love the logo really more than anything else. I love the way the logo looks. So he'll be there on the drums, and then Mike Flowers committed to it for the bass. If you don't know Mikey Flowers, man, I'm telling you. So the band is gonna be all right. We rehearsing tonight. Y'all can't come to our rehearsal now. Y'all can't come to our rehearsal. That's just for us. Y'all can't come. And then we rehearsing again on Thursday. You also can't come to our rehearsal. That's just for us. But on Friday, when Friday comes, no, you can come on Friday. Like, so we will definitely be doing that. But like I said, we're turning on the recorder and all that kind of stuff like that. So it's one of those situations where, I was literally just about to say this. Someone goes, go ahead and put it up there. Somebody just popped across my screen. I was just about to say it's one of those situations we actually aren't going live that night. We're actually requesting people not go live. And the reason we're doing that is because we're turning the recorder on. And so I want to be able to capture the footage and be able to put it out in that kind of way. The only thing we might, and this is a huge might, big might, like 20% chance might, like that kind of might, like, so it ain't probable, it's just possible that we'll go live and then pull it down immediately. But because of the nature of what we're doing, I really don't want to go live. And so it's one of those things where it's like the old school, if you got to be there in order to be there. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you got to wait till we put it out. Like, you get to hear it. But it's going to be one of those nights. And like I said, I don't know if it's anxious. I don't know if it's nerves. And honestly, like, I know that's there, but I don't know. Like, I know that's there, right? Like the just the nerves, the anxious, but I don't know that I've had enough time, right? Like, I want to say this right, like, I don't know if I've had enough time to actually process nerves. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. Like, you ever been just, okay, let me back it up some. Have you ever been just like so busy that like, you should be upset? You should be sad. You should be feeling anxious. You like some emotion or something that's going on, which you should feel that way, but you just so busy. You don't even got time to feel that way. You ain't got time to be sad. You ain't got time to be angry. You ain't even got time to be happy. You ain't got time to be, we'll talk about that a little later, holding on to your joy. But have you ever been in that position, or is that just me? Like, you just get so busy with so many different things coming from so many different ways that you just don't have time to even really just sit in the feeling of what's going on, like, right now. Oh, I'm sorry, Mama. Look at that. You said tears, but I know, Mom. We might figure something out for you. I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, have you ever been there? Like, you don't have time. You don't have time to be sad. You don't have time to be anxious. You don't have time to be like, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe it feels good in the moment, in the sense that if you feel a little anxiousness or anxiety or whatever, or if you feel real tired, maybe it's a good thing in the moment because, like, you're more locked into what you're doing, so you can get stuff done, you can make stuff happen. But in the long run, I don't necessarily know if it's such a good thing. And here's why. Because then it's like all of that stuff that you should have just felt out in the moment all just piles up on you all at one time, because it's not like it goes anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, just the energy it took to have the anxiety and then to suppress it and then to actually do work on top of it, what you're suppressing, what you're working to suppress. It's just a whole lot of work, and your body feels that later on. At least that's how it happens for me. Now, I might be the only person that happens for like that. I could be, and I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. But if it happens to you too, it could happen to you too, where you just so busy you don't have time. So that's why I say, like, I feel a little nervous about what's coming up Friday. Not nervous in the sense that it's like, oh my God, are we going to be ready? Oh my God, are we going to be able to pull this off? Oh my God, are we going to be able to do it? I mean, when it's all said and done, it's going to be a great night. I know that of myself. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. But it's just like finding your bearings again. You know what I mean? Like I kind of got a way that I am when I'm on stage. I just kind of have a way. I'm just say it. I'm just say it this way because it's the best way I can think to say it. Just a certain energy that I carry when I'm on stage. And if you're a stage performer and a stage performer of any kind, so whether that be a singer, a poet, a spoken word artist, a preacher, the person who prays when they get up, like, you know, you're doing a performative thing, and you know, and I know that it's gonna make some people clutch their pearls because I just threw preachers and prayer warriors in the midst of that, and worship leaders and all of that. I know I just threw y'all in the midst of that, and you're like, we don't do that for performance. We do that in honor of God. No, you do it for performance too. Here's why: because you are trying to convey a message from a stage to an audience. Whether that be a message through singing, a message through words, like if it was just for God, then you can just get lost in it all day because God knows your heart. But it ain't for God. You're doing it for people. You're doing it for people. You're preaching for people. You're not preaching to God. You're preaching to people. You know what I mean? You're not when you're a worship leader, and you know I can do a whole thing on this. When you're a worship leader, my philosophy, this is mine. Now, this is my philosophy. Somebody else might disagree with this, and they have every right to do so. You do unto you how you need to do unto yours. But for me, my philosophy when it comes to leading praise and worship is the key word is not praise and worship. The key word is leader. Like for the person who holds the title of the praise and worship leader, it's leader, like, you know what I mean? Like, which means that you have to lead people. So it's a performative nature in doing it for people. And anybody who's on stage doing any kind of performative thing, you absolutely understand when I say you carry a certain type of energy in order to do like that. You know, how you are when you with your friends ain't necessarily how you are when you at work. You know what I mean? How you are when you at school isn't necessarily how you are when you're at home. Like in the same manner, like when you get on a stage, it's just you just kind of fall naturally into that. And I do that still. I do. I really do. Promise you I do. But like not performing as consistently as I had been for a while. Like when you're performing all the time, it's just easy to turn it on and off to some degree. You almost don't even have to practice. You just kind of get up and do it. You've already done all the practicing before. So, this Friday, I get to see, do I really still got that kind of a set in me? It's been a while since I've done a set like this one that we're doing, where I have to be on my cues. I have to be on all the points. I have to be, it's timed out, all of that kind of stuff like that. So being able to pull that in. I've even been playing on Sundays just so I can, just get comfortable and familiar with singing and playing at the same time again. So I've been playing on Sundays because I got a couple songs that I'm actually playing. I keep on hitting this pop filter, so if y'all keep hearing the mic go out, so I've been doing that just to get back in the habit of it. Again, it's not like I lost it. It's like I don't think I don't got it. It's not that. And it's not like nerves like, oh my God, we're going to be able to get this done. It ain't nothing like that. It's just like, I think just a borderline anxiety. Like, I know I got it. I just got to find it. Like take a couple minutes to get on the stage and get moving. You know what I mean? To just get back into it. And if you ever taken a break from something, you understand that, say you haven't gone riding a bike in a while, you can still get back on that bike and take a ride. You might wobble a little bit the first couple minutes, but you get back in the hang of it. You might not pop a wheelie like you used to back in the day. But even then, I think I still got that. I think I've been blessed with an amazing amount of energy for somebody who hit 41 years old. I think I've been blessed with an amazing amount of energy to be able to do that. So, I just, I've been blessed in that way. So I think that's still there. I know folks that's in their 30s and can't jump. Like, oh, Zeke, don't make us jump no more. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know I'm talking about y'all watching. But I still got that in me. So I know that God has not taken that away. I know I'm not lost it. But at the same time, it's that anxiety of just finding it again, you know. So for me, Friday is like going to be a real testament to that. So again, you know, I keep on bringing that up this Friday. If you're not doing anything, if you got nothing going on, come on through. It's going to be a vibe. You get to clap your hands. You get to sing along. These are songs I wrote. So these songs, specifically the ones that we're doing this night, I wrote these songs specifically for my church praise and worship team. These were specifically for them. So these are songs that are good for singing at church. And then a couple other songs that are from my New X family that we threw in the mix, like Your Kingdom. And anybody who sang in New X or LXW, you'll remember this song right here. You are he who holds the universe in the palm of your hand, and no power compares to the glory of the great I am. No one compares to you. How's it go? No one compares to you, God. Yes, I got my worship team singing that this week. And your kingdom, your glory. So they're singing that. Then another one we recorded with New X. There is no failure. There is no failure. There is no failure in the Lord. Yeah, so we're singing those three that come from New X. And then some other ones that just, you know, old take on a hymn. There's a song, there's an old hymn. He brought me out of the miry clay. He set my feet on a rock to stay. He put a song in my soul today, a song of his praises. Hallelujah. That's the chorus line to it. I didn't know that song before I got to APC. And we just kind of randomly one Sunday started making up a version of that. I went home and I composed it and turned it into something, arranged it, and it became one of our favorite songs at the church. Now we actually sing these songs at our church. We actually sing these songs at our church. Then that went into this other like call and response type song. And then we got another one that actually I pulled back from way back when I was really first getting into music. So this goes back to my days at Church of the Cross, Victorious Life Christian Center, all the way back in Hopkins Park, Illinois. A song that says, we cry out for you, Lord, we cry out for you. It's all for you. Got like an African vibe to it. Yeah, so it kicks off with that. So, I mean, really, honestly, like I said, just the way it all came together, the way we were able to piece it all together is, honest to goodness, something that it is something that I'm really proud of. I'm really proud of it. I'm proud of the worship team. I'm proud of the band that's put together. I'm proud of just the ability to do this that night. And so I love to be able to share that with everybody on this Friday. Let's see what the comments are saying in here. Hold on a second. Let me get a real quick music track playing. Y'all know it's going to cut my mic out for a second. So y'all already know how this goes. Going to cut my mic out, and that's just what it does. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's do this track. Yeah. All right. Y'all say what's up to. She came in while we were on that last segment. Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen. I had the comments just jump all the way up there. I know I just saw her name, and I know I'm not making that up. There it is. Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen. Y'all go show her some love. Saying good morning to me and my wife and all Rockstars family. Good morning to all of y'all. She popped in there. Y'all show her some love this morning. Let's see. Who else came through? Miss Rita. Y'all give it up for Rita. She was with me last Saturday, so she could attest to whether or not I still got it on stage. I don't know. She could tell y'all whether or not I should have that anxiety or whatever, you know, because she was on stage with me, and I don't know. Maybe I was good. Maybe I wasn't. I don't know. But Rita can let y'all know. But she was with me. So good morning to you, Rita. You know I love you, girl. And then let's see who else we got. Ronnie, yo! Ronnie! What's up? All the way down in Houston. Ronnie, we need to make sure you know. I need to make sure you know Jeremy Sanders. Yeah, we need to make sure you know him. I don't know where you go to church at, but you know, you might like his vibe over there. Let's see. Yeah, you and the family might like their vibe over there. Like, you know, y'all like our vibe. You'll probably like me. That's all I'm saying. But Ronnie is here. Yeah, Ronnie has traveled all around the world, the country singing with me. We was great guiding all over the place. X is up. Y'all can't see my X. X is up. Yeah, Ronnie know what's up. He's been down that road with me. Let's see here. Okay, Rita says I still got it. Boom, there it is. Rita said I still got it. So Rita said it. Truth Seeking Tuesday, like Jesse said earlier. So there we go. Let's see. I love this comment right here. Every time I lead or speak, I pray, God, do what you want to do and don't let me get in the way. Yeah, that's a good one right there. Yeah, you know, like, Lord, do your thing. And don't let me get in the way. Don't let me get in the way. But at the same time, Lord, if you put me in the way, then show me what to do when I'm there. Like, don't have me out here looking bogus, God. Yeah, thank you for that. Oh, yeah, this is funny right here, though. These 1985 model knees, y'all. Y'all see, y'all? 1985, I'm 1983. And my knees still working all right. You see, the key is you got to get an oil change every 6 months. And you got... The key is get an oil change. You know, in your car, you do it every 3 months. But on your knees, you got to do it every 6 months. Get an oil change. Make sure you get a tune-up and all that stuff like that. That's the key to it. From 1985 knees. Roddy said, mess around, jump up, and need a knee replacement. I still got the jump in me. I still got it. We did a music video shoot, a couple music video shoots, and I still got the high kick and everything. I still do it. That's why I say I've been blessed. I've been exceptionally blessed by God. I really have. And I don't take that for granted. I really don't. Let's see here. My mama says, reframe. Instead of anxiety, say excited. Yeah. Heightened anticipation. Yeah, you know. The preparation phase. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Instead of saying I have the anxiety. Because it really, like I said, it's not really quite anxiety. I think it's just the perfectionist in me. And because it's been a while, like, you know, when it's been a while, not when it's been a while, but when you do it like all the time over a short period of time, like you can call out, pinpoint stuff that's not going to happen right. Flip it out real easy. They all kind of things. But for me, it's been a while, so it's like, okay, what if this happens? What am I going to do? What if that happens? What am I going to do? It's like you just got to kind of like think about it a little harder than you would have had to maybe back in the day when I was doing a little bit. So now it's just that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like Rita said, we was great guiding all over the world. Yeah, we was great guiding all over the world. We was. Listen, the way I used to work, I'm telling y'all, so in December or the end of November, we have to just lock in on a date, but it'll be like Thanksgiving weekend, right that time frame, because my birthday is coming up then, and I don't think I want to do it on my actual birthday. It's on a Monday this year. But we'll be doing that stuff. That's look at Hood, great guiding too. Look, Hood, Ronnie, Rita, who else is in here? Keys. Like, all of them know what we're talking about. We're saying great guiding all over the world. And they remember them rehearsals. They remember me yelling at everybody. They remember me going off the cuff. Just, we got to do it this way. But we had a good time. We had a good time. I don't think I was ever rude to anybody. I might have been rude a couple times. But, I was not beyond correct. People can tell me when I said something rude. They can let me know. I wasn't going to say only that God will correct me. I wasn't one of them. That's all I'm saying. And that's why I think we had such great chemistry. And I will say that. We're about to take a music break. But I will say that there's 1,500 different versions. Like so many different versions of these different songs we were doing, to the effect that, because we were saying, we would have a stem that was going with the band. We had very timed shows. We had to keep shows timed out. So like literally, I'd be like looking at Keys and them. I'd be looking at Keys like, what version are we doing today? Like which version is this? Wait, do we say the Great God first? Or is this the one we start off with this song first and we do the, said upon this rock I will build my church? Are we doing that version? Okay, now which version of that? What are we doing? We had so many versions, but I will say this to anybody who is like doing anything on a stage, especially if you're doing it with choirs, worship teams, anything else like that. You cannot be a diva and have good chemistry on stage. I don't care who you are. You cannot be a diva and have good. I would think I was a diva. I don't think I was. They might all argue something different. But like, no, honest to God, like my thing with any group I have ever worked with, like it needs to be like a family. Like y'all get to know each other. Y'all communicate with each other. Like, like pray for each other. Like when people are going through stuff, genuinely ask what people have got going on in their lives. Genuinely be concerned. Like make genuine friendships. And I promise you, everything else comes super easy. Because if nothing else, y'all can all hate me together when I start yelling at everybody because y'all went left when I told you to go right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so somebody could be there. He didn't mean it like that. It's going to be okay, baby. So then I'll get back, I get myself together. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to yell at y'all. Like, y'all remember Champagne, all the Sopranos that sang with me. Remember Champagne. Look at Roddy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, you said Diva's a female opera singer. Yeah, I don't know whatever a male version of that would be, the Devo, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. But if you're gonna be on stage with people, you definitely got to like create chemistry on the stage. And one thing that I do love, like about my worship team, that's chemistry that's there. Every group I've ever had, every group I have, so New X, there's chemistry that's there. Like we don't do as much as often, but when I call people, it's just like we get together. It's just like nothing is missed because there's genuine chemistry, and we spent time building chemistry even more than we spent time building just songs themselves. All that stuff came a whole lot easier as a result of the chemistry because you felt like you were genuinely up there with friends. You felt like you were genuinely up with family, and I can't stress how important that actually is. I've gone over my time for this music break. Let's take a music break right here, and then we're going to come back, and I think this will be the last music break that we do. I just need to get me some water, but I think this will be the last music break we take. But when we come back, we'll ask this question. What is wrong with y'all's kids? What is wrong with y'all's children? Who are these little kids? Who are these little kids that y'all done raised that's cussing people out and smoking the devil's lettuce in the park? Like, who are these children cussing teachers out? Let's talk about it when we get back. I need to get me some water. So we're going to take a music break, but y'all can start diving into the comments already because I don't know who raised y'all. I know it wasn't my mama. It must have been Boo Boo the Fool. Maybe Boo Boo the Fool. Y'all. Not my mama.
Has no worry, and the sparrow has no care. Why should I worry when my Father owns the cattle on the hill? Why should I worry when my Father owns the silver and the gold? So I'm casting my cares on you. Casting my cares on you. Casting my cares on you. Casting my cares, oh. Casting my cares on you. Casting my cares on you. Casting my cares on you. Casting my cares, oh. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. I don't rush, shower your blessings, ah. Shower your blessings, ah. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Bountiful blessings. Bountiful blessings, they come my way. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. I don't rush, shower your blessings, ah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Papa, shower me your blessings. Shower your blessings, yeah. Bountiful blessings, they come my way. So I will be anxious for nothing. Supplicate blessing. Why should I worry about my problems when I can pray them off? Why should I worry about my troubles when I can pray my troubles off? So I'm casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares. So I'm casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares. Oh, Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Adumra, shower your blessings, ah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Bountiful blessings, bountiful blessings, they come my way. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Adumra, shower your blessings, ah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Papa, shower me your blessing, shower your blessings, yeah. Bountiful blessings, they come my way. Abundant blessings, multiple blessings, bountiful blessings, come in my way. Abundant blessings, multiple blessings, yeah. Bountiful blessings, they come my way. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Akubra, shower your blessings, ah. Papa, shower me your blessings, yeah. Bountiful blessings, they come my way. Abundant blessings, multiple blessings, bountiful blessings, come in my way. Abundant blessings, multiple blessings, yeah.
Sometimes when I live righteously and holy, why do I have to go astray? Forever want your eyes on me. Mwari, inindo funga kuti, tatata papi. It's all me, I know. The evidence all around me, you are here. Obstacles will test my faith, inhibiting purpose. I tripped up one too many times. When I fall, Munoti, I'll rise again. Irindo fungakuti, natata papi. It's all me, I know. The evidence all around me, you are near, I know. So stay with me. Oh, Papa God, won't you stay with me? Yeah. Find my nanny, stay with me. Say you'll be there, stay with me.
We back. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Is what some of these teachers are probably finding themselves having to say every single day when they go to the schoolhouse, because who raised y'all's kids? Shout out to Miss Ursula Ellis. Shout out to her. She's here with us today. And Ronnie said play Sexy Red on the next break. Listen, I think that's who's raising some of y'all's kids. Like, that's Sexy Red and some of these other folks. I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, y'all's kids, y'all. I don't know. Maybe it ain't your kids, but you might want to talk to your kids, because it might be your kids too. I might be talking about your very children. Because honest to goodness, look, I see what Hood said in here. You got so many stories about people's kids at the high school. Like, and y'all hear Rhonda talk about it all the time. We have Rhonda was talking about this, I want to say last week, maybe, or the week before last. Just talking about, every time she gets on, she says it. Y'all pray for these kids, pray for these high schools, pray for the teachers. Ronnie said he made a TikTok about this the other day. I should have downloaded that. I should have went and found that and downloaded it. When I get a little bit quicker on this thing, I'll know how to do that kind of stuff, like in real time, but I'm not that smart. But anyway, like, but for real, who raised y'all's kids, man? Who raised these kids? Have y'all been? So I was doing something on Saturday. I had a very full day on Saturday, a very, very full day. Shout out to everybody who auditioned for the choir that they're doing with Fred Hammond and them. Shout out to everybody that did that. I had the opportunity to to go and just show my face with that. I wasn't auditioning. I'm not singing up there, but I just show my face, to my people. So I just went and showed my face. So I did that Saturday. I had a community meeting with Alderman Mosley and State Representative Bob Rita. So I was at that. I had to check in on a few clients, so I had to do that. So I was just a full day Saturday. And so I'm checking in on one client. We met at the park, right there on school ground, right by some school grounds. Just met over there. They have a park right outside the school, on the south side, Roseland neighborhood. I won't say what school, because I almost said the address. It's in Roseland. All right, just I almost say this all. If you know the area, you would know the school. So, anyways, we were there, and so as I'm talking to him, I'm looking up and I see a puff of smoke on the slide. A puff of smoke. Now, there's a bunch of kids out here. These kids, the oldest kid out here got to be like 13, maybe. The oldest child was 13 years old. And I'm being generous. I don't think these kids were no more than 10, 11 years old. I see a puff of smoke go up. These kids up there, they done lit up the devil's lettuce on the slide, like a group of boys up there. And in my mind, I'm going, do I go up there and be like, hey, man, what are y'all doing? What do y'all do? Do I do that? But nowadays, you got to be careful with that, because even these young boys is packing. Young boy, they packing the pew-pews, the little kids, right? So you got to be careful even going up talking to folks. And if they don't be disrespectful, my God, this like they parents ain't never got raised right, because then their parents will be the ones that be coming up to you talking about something. Don't you say nothing to my child. Don't correct my child. Don't say nothing to my child. And who raised these kids, y'all? And I'm really genuinely curious. I'm really genuinely interested. Like, for those of y'all who work in schools, or you work in like my friend Bronya, you work in the criminal justice system with youth, or if you work in or if you ever done that before, or you work in, I don't know, a church youth group even. I don't know if they still got those. Most churches don't even got that no more, because the kids ain't coming to church. So I know church ain't raising them, like, by and large. Because think about that. How many churches have you gone to that don't have real good youth ministries or anything else? So the question now is, who's raising these kids? What are their influences? I mean, what's happening? What's going on? And it really, like, genuinely, I think I'm sure some studies are being conducted, if some are not already done already. And I'm talking real peer-reviewed studies need to happen that help us to understand what's going on with our children. Like, is it genuinely the way they're being raised? Is it that? Is it, Or could it be that, that their parents are working so many jobs now? Because think about this as adults. I mean, for millennials, especially, because now you got to process this for a minute. Millennials, y'all not the youth no more. Like, we is not the youth. Millennials got grandkids now. My wife just went before she's in the hospital right now. Hopefully she gets out today. But she before she went to the hospital, she was at a baby shower last weekend. And same age as us. This was her son having a baby shower. So we is grandparents for some of us. Now, if you like me, you ain't got no kids at all, so you can't even have grandkids. But like you know what I mean? Like we not the babies no more. So but look at what happened to the world by the time we were getting out of college and by the time we were coming of age. We weren't working necessarily the same jobs that were promised to us. So we were told, you get a college degree, you're gonna have a great job and this, that, and the other. And people were paying back, $80,000-$90,000 in student loans working at Target as their full-time job. And then when they got that full-time job, though, they had to stay working at Target as a part-time job because prices were going up so high and the housing market crashed and inflation that has constantly drifted prices way up, especially in today's world, like in the last 3 years, like the inflation that's gone up. So now you got people that got to work a full-time job, a part-time job, and do some gig work on the side. What's gig work? Stuff like driving for like a shared ride service. So like, Uber, Lyft, right? So you got people who are working those jobs or doing DoorDash or Instacart or those kinds of things to pick up some extra funds to try to help ends meet, which means that all that time that you should have been spending with children or whatever, or that traditionally would have been being spent with children is not necessarily being spent. I think that might be a factor. There's that aspect of it. Could it be just that, we got to a certain age, was like, I'm not going to beat my kids because I hated when I got whoopings and I didn't like it and all that. We started trying to do stuff like gentle parenting and all of that kind of stuff. And I guess maybe time will tell if that was healthy and beneficial or not. But as it stands right now, we look in these different situations where kids are, and it's just like a different breed. Now, this is where this is for all of us that want to sound like we old, because every old person gets up talking about, back in my day, we never did such a. You would go to the principal's office and they took the paddle out. I remember hearing those stories when I was a kid. Well, by the time I was grown up, the vast majority of schools, not all of them yet, but the vast majority of schools have gotten rid of the paddle by the time I was an adult. I remember teachers used to pull your ear. I had one teacher, Miss Howard, used to pull your ear. When you acted up, she'll pull that ear and set you down. You do that now and it's assault. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how about this? You got teachers who can get assaulted by a student. Can we use the word assault over here? Or will YouTube tell us to shut up? Like, what's going to happen? Well, their students start beating them up. Let's say that. Maybe we can say beat up. I don't know. Like, the students start beating them up. And if they hit the student back, that's it. They brought up on charges because you can't hit a child. Like what? But to me, it ain't even just about the fact that if somebody hits me, they might get hit back. Like, I don't care who you are. If somebody hits you, there's a high chance that person is going to get hit back just out of natural response, or you just fed up. So let's just take that out of the equation. How do we even end up in the spot where a student and a teacher are fighting in the first place? Because growing up, we would never see something like that. I'm talking at the worst of the worst schools. Like, you might see a little of that here and there, but them was like the really, really troubled kids, and you knew they had issues. But what's going on? Is that still the case now? Are all the kids just so troubled and so pressed, so many things going on at home that they got to take it out at school? They got to take it out on their teachers. They got to take it out on other students. And then, what's happening that they're able to kind of get away with this stuff like that. Our children are, by and large, able to get away with this. Like I said, when I was growing up, like, if you hit a teacher if you want to, right? Like, obviously, hit a teacher if you just go for it. You got the right to do whatever you want to do. You just have to understand that the response you're going to get is probably going to be your teacher whooping your tail, at least as my house was concerned. The teacher was going to whoop my tail. The police officer would have dealt with me because they would have sent the cops in. And then they would have, and my mama would have had to call off work, come and get me from there. And she would have beat me at the police station in the car ride on the way home. When we got home, then my dad would have got home. He would have beat me. My auntie and them would have probably came over. I would have probably had to go stay at my grandparents' house for a few days where they would have whooped me and made me feel like I was getting spoiled, but was telling me about myself the whole time. Like, I mean, it was just so in my mind, why would I even think about doing something like hitting a teacher? Why would I think about like cussing at a teacher? Oh God, no, what? That's just as bad as hitting the teacher. But I mean, hitting it is obviously a much different elevation. Think about that joke when Kevin Hart said it was his mama told him to tell the teacher, tell your teacher I said that and he started adding all the other stuff to it, right? But remember how the joke went though. The thing that made that joke so funny is the nuance behind it, I think, which was I know I'm not supposed to talk back to my teacher. So mama, you sure you want me to say this to her? I did practice. I better, right? That's kind of how that went. Because back in a certain point in time, up until maybe 10, 15 years ago, it wasn't very common to see just kids cussing in the classroom. It wasn't common to see students and teachers fighting. It wasn't common to see. And maybe it just wasn't common to see. Maybe this stuff was happening. We just didn't see it. But I don't know. It ain't like I went to the best school. I didn't go to the worst school, but I didn't go to the best school. We had some problem kids there. And even the worst of the worst problem kids who just might do something like were few and far between. And they even got sent to different programs and stuff. Kankakee, we had a program, I forget what it stood for, but the initials were SALT, S-A-L-T, SALT. Like I remember like that program where they had ISS, in school suspension, and or you would just straight up get suspended or expelled. Like it would get to that point. You hit a teacher, you were gonna be expelled. Like it was just we got into a thing at my school when I was in high school. If you got into a fight, they implemented that rule because a bunch of fights that started happening during school year, and they said if you got into a fight, then you were expelled for the rest of it. Was like, oh no, the first one was like a 10-day suspension, something like that, automatic. It was like they were trying to make a deterrent to being in a fight. And if you were caught there watching the fight or instigating a fight, you were instigating a fight, same 10-day suspension. If you were there when the teacher came to break up the fight and you was one of the ones, you know how kids do, fight. If you were one of the ones out there, we talk about students fighting each other, something that's just bound to happen amongst kids. Right. Shouldn't be happening all the time, but it is bound to happen. Kids gonna be kids. And so if you were caught even just out there fight, doing all that was 3 days for you for suspension. So if the teacher came, then they had to dissipate. Like you had to, like you saw the teacher coming when a fight happened, you was hurrying up and scattering. Not today. Everybody is, back in the day for millennials, y'all remember World Star, right? Like so everybody's live. Everybody wants the footage. Everybody's capturing the teachers, the police, everybody else. And so so students are fighting each other. Students are fighting teachers. And it's the adults who have to watch themselves like, well, you're supposed to be the bigger person. Yeah, exactly that. That's why I can't work in the school system because I am the bigger person. Like I'm supposed to be the bigger person. I'm going to be the bigger person. I'm going to pick you up and so don't put me in the school system. I can't work with because I don't know how I would react. I don't know how I would respond. I don't know how I would do. Because again, who raised these kids to think this is okay? And what's going on with the parents, man? What's going on with parents who then will turn around and defend their kids? We got so mad at those pastors. I don't know what's going on with them down in Macedonia and Houston. Ronnie, I hope that's not your church. I don't know. I don't know. I hope that's not your church, but we got so mad at them when the pastor said, remember when he said about his wife, he said, God will correct my wife. And we got mad like, no, you need to listen to this correction and you need to make adjustments. You need to such and such. So now it's like we're doing that with our children, though. Some of the people who mad about that also get mad when you try to correct their kid. Like their kid is walking through school late to class, like that you got, yes, you get yelled at when you're late to class. Yes, you get told to go to class. Why does that have to escalate into a whole situation because you were told to get out the hallway and get into class? Why is leaving the school grounds have to escalate into a whole situation? Why is it that when a student like hits a teacher or something like that, why is it that then we got some parents who will say, well, you shouldn't be correcting my child, and you shouldn't be this, that, and the other with my child, and you shouldn't be. Listen, I don't know what your parenting style is if you have children. I don't know what your parent, I don't know what it is. If you got nieces and nephews, grandkids, whatever it is, but I don't know that we're headed down a really good path. Like, I mean, let alone everything else that's going on in the world. Just let alone everything else that's happening in the world, especially in our United States of America. Let alone everything else that's happening about what the future of this country will look like. What will the future of this country look like based on the people who are being raised up? Are they going to be entitled and expectant that every time they do something, somebody just gonna have their back? Their mama, their daddy gonna have their back. You know, there was a time they would tell us, like, if I don't beat you, somebody gonna beat you in them streets, whether it be the police or somebody that you run across. I used to hear stuff like that. That, like, you know, like, and again, I don't know. Like, some people have figured it out what to do with their children without having to pull out a belt. I think that's worth a conversation. And, I don't have children, so I don't really have a dog in the fight, other than the very children that y'all are raising are the very ones who are going to run. They're going to run our governments one day. They're going to run our businesses. They're going to be out on the block. They're going to live out there. They're going to live amongst us as adults one day. And if they don't have respect right now, then what can we expect? If they don't have respect, then what can we expect from them as they get older and then they start having babies and raising their babies the way you raised them? No respect, no love, just a disregard for life, a disregard for humanity, a disregard for elders, a disregard for respect. What's going to happen in the future when that's the case? And again, like I said, I don't know what your parenting styles are. I don't know what it is. I don't have any children, so I don't got nobody to parent. But I don't know what your parenting styles are. But maybe you've tried the gentle parenting, and your child has gotten out of hand. I mean this wholeheartedly. I've got clients that we have who are stressed out right now because their kids done got a little older. Kids 15. Something like that, years old or whatever, and they're trying to find all kind of programs to get their children in because now their children are at risk. Meanwhile, some of them same people 10 years ago, well, don't tell my child nothing. Don't tell my son nothing. No, my son didn't do that. Now we get down the line and they're crying in the office somewhere talking about how their son cussed them out. My son cussed me out. He knocked everything over in the kitchen. And I'm telling a real story. I'm not trying to tell nobody's, actual life, but these are real stories that come up. These are actual stories we've heard. My son knocked everything over in the kitchen, knocked over the refrigerator. We was like, your son, how old is he? 14. My God. Knocked over the refrigerator. Like, what the, right? Like, crying because don't know what to do with it. I don't want to get rid of him because I know that's not what a mother is supposed to do, but I just ain't got no control. I can't, and he just got no respect. And this, and he come in when he wants to, and he does this, that, and other. And it's like, okay, but when did you correct that earlier on? Got one client whose son can't stay in school. Fights everybody, just be knocking kids out. So just like should be, I won't go that far into detail, but I can say this. I think he should be like 2 grades more advanced than what he is, but because he's constantly being kicked out of school for fighting all the time. But when you hear from the teachers and stuff, and they say, or the counselors or whatever, and he says it was that was one of the parents who was telling the school, don't tell my child nothing. Now your child can't stay in school, and you trying to figure out what's going to happen with your child. I don't know what your parenting style is. I don't know, but I'm really genuinely concerned about the state of our children today, man. I'm concerned. I'm less concerned about all of the, or you can call it fake news and false information and all the TikTok nonsense. And I ain't even talking about fake news like in the sense of Donald Trump. I'm talking about you go on TikTok and you find all kind of stuff, weird challenges and stuff like that. I'm not even talking about, like I'm talking about that kind of stuff, right? You know, but in spite of all of that, you know that if you just raise your kids right, they'll figure it out a little bit better. You know, if you give them some discipline, give them some structure, give them some, that's one thing that all children need. And I'm not gonna throw that person under the bus, but I will say, you know, like you have to be concerned like I am. You have to be. You just got to be. It's like, because I know y'all see it too. Like I said, when I was there Saturday and up on the slide, and I see a puff of smoke, and again, I know some kids are just short. So that's why I'm saying the oldest could be 14 because some kids are short. But I don't think anybody out there was older than like 10 or 11 years old. And this is exactly what we're seeing. This is what we're seeing. Like, you know, and I don't think this is just a black thing, a white thing. I don't think this is just a Hispanic thing. I think this is a thing that's happening across all communities where we're giving a lot more, we're putting a lot more expectation of a child to just know what to do or to be grown or mature. We're putting like that expectation on them. So then when they start talking to you like they're an adult, I can't tell you the number of times when I say talking to you like an adult, I can't tell you the number of times I was just looking at something the other day, scrolling through my Facebook and my book of faces. Follow me over there, by the way. You can, you know, scrolling through the Facebooks, and I see, you know, how many videos of kids who playing pranks on their parents, and they say, you know, they do a prank like, you know, shut the up, mama, and you be like, whoa, now I get it, it's a prank, but wait a minute, my mama would never let me prank like that. You know, I don't know if y'all seen that prank to see how a father will respond, how dad will respond when you cuss mama out or whatever, when the kid, and mama just recording it and just laughing along with it. And I'm like, so you cool with this? This is okay? This is fine now? This is like, that's just not a joke that my parents would have played with us on. They might have let us go so far, but you dropping F-bombs. I mean, like with your kids. I was looking at another one. Girl was pranking her mama about washing the dishes, and she was like, "I'm so sick of these dishes, like the effing dishes and this that." And I'm just like, "What?" And in my head, I was just looking for it because, and maybe this is trauma, but I was just looking for it because in my head, I'm waiting on this little girl to be on a situation of you know, I'm waiting for the little girl to get flipped. I'm waiting for this to be a situation of what happens when your prank goes wrong. I just knew this little girl was gonna get somersaulted into the kitchen floor, like my mama did my sister that time. I just knew it was going. And you know how it is. Your mama start getting to go. You start straightening this stuff up. You start making sure you're all right. Yes, ma'am. No, sir. Yes. You start cleaning stuff up. You start wiping stuff down. Like, no, I don't want none of that action. I seen that happen, but my mom, I was like, oh, this lady she ain't playing. She's strong. Like, you know what I mean? She the bigger person. I'm not going up against the bigger person. And it built this respect though, because to this day, I ain't gonna say that. But I mean, just on some practical stuff to this day. Like, I mean, all of y'all could probably take your mama. Like, I mean, just in real life, right? If you're little, you know, you get a little strong. You could probably, but would you? No, you wouldn't. Why? Because in the back of your mind, I cannot take my mama. Some of, like, if mama, I'm just joking, mama. See, I got to give all kind of caveats because I'm still scared of my mama. Like, so it's just some stuff I don't do in front of my mama. Some stuff I don't say in front of my mama. Some places I don't want my mama to know I'm going. It don't even have to be bad. I just like because there's this line of respect that sits right here that was instilled in me from the time I was a child. So it's like now we're looking at these high schoolers and all that stuff who are now coming of age. And parents are worried that their kid don't got no opportunity, won't have any future, won't have any ability. It's just It's wild, man. It's wild. So I'm asking the question, who raised y'all's kids? Who's raising y'all's kids? And are you sure that your kids are doing what you've put in them, what you've raised them to do? Because just because you raise them one way don't mean they don't turn into somebody completely different when they get to the schoolhouse or when they get amongst their friends. And so are you checking in with them? My parents, they used to check in on us. My parents, my grandparents, my auntie, and they used to check in with us. They used to ask us questions like, who's your friends? Where y'all going to be at? What time you planning on being home? What y'all going to be doing when you get there? Who all going to be there? Before we was asking, that's probably where we got the question from. Who all going to be there? Our parents would ask that about us before we would go somewhere. Who all going to be there? Okay, you said you're going to the park. Who you meeting up at the park? Okay, no. I know you said, I know you said Stevie and I know you said that, but who else gonna be up there? Is that little girl gonna be up there? Okay, because I didn't like the way y'all was all in our affairs, all in our stuff. They gave us privacy in our bedroom, but it was like on lease. It was privacy on loan. Like, it wasn't true privacy. We just got to hold it for a while. But at any point in time, they ever want to just open the door and, but hey, what are you doing? What are y'all doing? What's going on here? Like, like you got kids building explosives like in their house, and the parents like, oh, we did not even know. Like, and how common is this becoming? You got kids that's going and doing stuff at schools, like these mass I'm so sick of trying to mask my language. But these mass pews at schools, like, and parents, I didn't even know that he had that. I didn't know he had that. And it's just like, what's going on? So I don't know. We're praying for all the teachers. We're praying for all the parents. We're praying for all you people. But like, just seeing all that kind of stuff is just crazy. Look at what look at some of these comments real quick. Then we're gonna come back with Pat Star, Rich Holmes. Look at this. We got into a fight at school and they took you straight to jail. Yeah, that's literally that's how it would be. For us, it was you go to the principal's office and then you got that suspension. They call your parents or whatever. If that didn't work out, then yep, jail it was. Juvie. And yep, you was caught there. You was getting suspended too. Miss Ursula Ellis said, yeah, she remember ISS and suspension. I don't know. Do they still have ISS? I mean, it seemed like half the kids need to be in it. So, you the whole ISS staff. Okay, Ronnie doesn't go there. He goes to Wheeler Ave. There you go. Pastor Cosby, right? Chris said that sometimes he gotta use a belt on his kids, but when he does, they know it means business. See, yeah. Cycle repeats itself. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. And we got to try to change the narrative. That's one of my favorite quotes. I love that quote. Is that Winston Churchill or nah? Was that a Winston Churchill quote? I don't remember. But yes, hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. And then those good times create weak men. And then those weak men create hard times. And so the hard times then create strong men. See what I'm saying? But why do we have to keep going through the hard times? Why not just get something that works? Look what LeBron said. Imagine parents getting mad at the probation officer because their children aren't doing what the judge ordered them to do. So now the probation officer is in trouble. You know what I mean? Getting yelled at by the parents, passing blame on everybody. Look at this. Seeing parents fighting with the kids now. So now it's the kids and the parents fighting. Michael Hoff, thank you. Michael Hoff, yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Said he don't use the belt. Oh, he doesn't use the belt, but his voice echoes through the house. Yeah. I get, whatever works with your kids, but for these ones who ain't doing no discipline, who's raising y'all's kids? Somebody's raising your kids. All kids need raising. Even the ones who grow up too fast, they grew up. Something raised them. Who and what raised your kids? There used to be a thing in the 80s. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Look, it's 9:49 a.m. Do you know where your children are? And at 8 o'clock, do you know where your children are? And at 12 noon, do you know where your children are? Do you know who's in your children's ear? Do you know all of that? And so, anyways, I just, after I saw that on Saturday, I was like, I'm going to talk about that. I said, I know I'm going to talk about that. Yeah, look at this. Parents fighting with the kids. Yeah. Pastor Bill said kids blaming parents, parents blaming the kids. It's just a game going all the way around. And it's just, is it worth it in the end? Is it worth it in the end? Again, I'm not advocating for using a belt or not using a belt. I'm advocating for just raising your kids, like, and correcting them when they need to be corrected, and for making sure that they stand on task, and making sure they're not tolerating disrespectful behaviors, setting some standards. I'm advocating for that. Now, if that means you got to beat your kids with a belt, like we got beat, then that so be it. If that be that you got to let your voice resonate and raise through the house, so be it. If that means you got to just spend more time with your child, so be it. Whatever you do that. All right, y'all. I done went on my tangent long enough over here. Y'all know I got 5 seconds before my voice will cut back in. Hold on. And you hear me now? All right, I think we're back in. All right, y'all, that's my tangent on the children. I see all your comments. Keep on commenting there. Maybe y'all got some good tips and tricks. But right now, we're going to bring up Pastor Rich home before we get out of here, because I want to have a conversation about this. How do you maintain your joy in the midst of overwhelming times, hard times? What's the practical things you can do? I don't know. Maybe he'll say go on a cruise. He might say that. Right? He'll probably will say that. I don't know. Let's do this, y'all. Welcome to the stage right now, my friend, my brother, my homie, my dog, Pastor Rich Holmes.
Yo, what's happening, everybody? Zeke Locke and the Lock Stars. What's going on?
What's cracking?
Man, it's good to see you, man, on this beautiful Tuesday.
Yeah, I made it up on Tuesday. I didn't make it up on Monday. I didn't quite make it up in time.
Hey, sometimes it happens, man. Life happens. Life
Definitely happened yesterday. I was so tired. I looked at the clock. I was like, I contemplated it for about a minute or two. I was like, I could get up and go in there and, like, you know, then I thought about it. I was like, but I'm not going to. Like, I'm just not going to. I'm not gonna make. I don't have the energy, really. Like, yeah. So,
man, it's great to do that stuff. That's great, man. When you have your own show, you can do things like that.
That's true, to some degree. Because if this was syndicated radio, I still.
Well, that wouldn't be your.
At that point, it ain't your own show no more. So.
Exactly.
It's your show in name only.
In name only, right. Somebody, see that?
Yeah, you know. But we got enough content that people can go back and watch any one of the days. You can always go back, Lock Stars. I don't know if y'all know that or not. But you can always go back and watch episodes. Like, they are out there. We don't take them down right away. They stay there. Right, on YouTube, though. You got to go to YouTube. Yeah.
Right,
Facebook will take them down. Like,
30 days, that's it.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Days.
Yeah.
Ronnie Cat, what's happening? Good to see you. Good.
Not too much, man. We talked a little bit about I might as well throw it up there one more time.
Sure.
I talked a little bit about this coming up. You know, we got the APC Night of Worship that's coming up. So I talked a little bit of, not a little bit, I talked a lot of bit about this, and I'm gonna keep talking about it up until Friday. Telling everybody I want to see them out there. It's gonna be a good time. I'm really excited about the music and all that stuff. So yeah,
I plan on trying to get there as well, man. I plan on being in the place. I got to see you, Doc. I ain't seen you in a minute, so be good to see you out there again. So great.
Yeah. Well, we got some original stuff, and it's gonna be some good stuff. I was telling the Lock Stars, I said, yeah, we have rehearsal on Thursday, and I was working them. I was working them, and they was singing down. That chemistry that the APC praise team has is just really good. It's really, really good chemistry.
Awesome.
Well,
let's go APC.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. So I worked them out, and they sound amazing. I will say that they sound amazing. So yeah,
that should be fun.
Let's see. Bronya says, "What up, Too Tall Home?" Richard,
what up, bro?
I know y'all finally got a chance to meet each other, right? Right. On Saturday, she was out there.
It was great to meet her. She got a lot of energy. I see how you are connected already.
See? Look at that. See? And then, of course, there's Hood. Yo, Rich.
Oh, what up, Hood? Yo,
Hood. And then we got Miss Ursula Ellis saying, good morning, Pastor.
Good morning. God bless you on today.
Yes. Bless you. Bless you.
I gotta
Man.
get together.
All right, before I hit you with this question real quick, let me ask you this question. Are the kids bad where you at? Like, it's a bunch of bad kids where you at?
Yeah, they starting to. I think right around 4th, 5th grade, they shift, man. I tell you, this whole going to junior high is a different monster, man. Every week it seems like it's something. So yeah, things are happening. You're getting better and better.
You know, that might be true. Junior high is kind of where it all goes downhill.
Yeah.
I was a straight A and B student, even without doing my homework. I was like straight A's, straight B's. I was always like a stellar student in that sense. My homework that was a different story. Like my mama actually had to come to the school with me a couple times. like she was like, "This don't make no sense. You just did a whole semester's worth of homework." Like, we had quarters. You just did a whole quarter worth of homework in like 2 or 3 hours. Why you can't just do this every night? Like, because I don't want to. We should be able to do our homework in school.
Yeah.
Like, you do it till we get home. I will play when I get home. But when I got to junior high and we got to change classes, start, as the old people say, you start smelling yourself a little bit.
Yes, sir. That's what we're going through right now. Starting to smell yourself.
Smell yourself a little bit more. That first F came back. That was the last whooping I remember.
Yeah.
7th grade. That was the last whooping I remember.
That's right on it. That's it. You got to get it together after that. It's 6th grade. Let's go. What the heck is wrong with you? It's real life in 6th grade.
Right. They not out here playing with you 6th graders. It's real life. You're a man now. You're 6th grade.
You starting to stay. You smelling yourself. You're a man. Shoot, let's go. Walk yourself to school. Let you get there. You don't need my help.
But see, that was the kind of stuff my parents did. Like I told you that time, I used to miss the bus. My mom was like, "So you walking home? Like you not gonna come pick me up?
Right?
The bus was gonna pick you up."
Mama,
that's what the bus was for.
Right. I made plans for this to be arranged. You the one that messed it up. You gotta figure it out. You grown. You in 6th grade. You're 11. Get it together.
Like literally, I walked home a few times. After walking home a couple times, it was like, I don't think I want to miss the bus no more. Like I think I want to. You know, I learned that respect. I lost my key a couple times. What you want me to do? Like you want me to call off work, come let you in the house? Like, I made arrangements for you to get in the house. I gave you a key.
Yeah, we had some boys right around July. They like put these big old explosives in the park, and they got like the ramps. You know, they do skateboard and all that, and it just put a big old hole in one of the ramps. But because they put this dynamite or whatever, shook our entire like block. Everybody came outside. It was like maybe 11:30. No, it's probably about midnight. After midnight, people came out looking like, "What was that?" We thought it was a bomb. It was not a, well, yeah, whatever. But we thought it was just an explosive. It was crazy. People was nervous. It was about maybe 10, 15 of us came outside looking around like, wow. And I got a big open park that I live around, and that was just, that's where they did it at. And it was I was like, these kids, God dog, they doing way more than just ding dong ditch. You know what I mean? That was my thing. I did that a couple times. I wasn't the fastest person, so I got caught a lot. But still, I played it. I enjoyed it. That was about the biggest I'm gonna do in getting in some mess. You know what I mean, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now they got explosives that they create on YouTube, and I'd be like, what? And on TikTok and all this other stuff. So it's interesting, man, in the world we living in right now. So.
Yeah. It's a different day and age. They blew up my garbage can actually.
Oh, really?
We got a dumpster behind our house, like a big dumpster.
Yeah.
One 4th of July, maybe a couple years ago, they put fireworks in there, burnt the top off, burnt the lid off of, got them rubber lids to close. That was all burned up. The stuff, my car parks right next to where that dumpster is.
Yeah.
That's my park. And so, I mean, I go outside and everything all burn up, and it's like firework casings all over my car and stuff. Like y'all could have legit done real damage in this neighborhood, Yeah.
The spirit of dumb is going very prevalent in the culture we live in now. That spirit of dumb is getting really stronger and stronger as we go. And so we have to work on getting that spirit together. But I wonder what's some of the like dumbest things, if you will. I know we got to go that you done maybe when you was young. I don't know if you said anything yet. But like
dumb stuff that I did growing up, we would, of course, everybody played ding dong ditch. We was in hotels a lot, I would travel. We traveled a lot, so
y'all was bougie, bougie. Yeah, okay. All right,
we wasn't bougie and that, we was But it was enough that we knock on some doors and run. I mean, we did stuff like that. We had rock fights. We used to have rock fight. That was weird.
That was
like
good.
in the alley back before they had all the alleys paved. It was like rocks. The little gravel.
Yeah,
like gravel fight, just throwing rocks at each other like fireworks and like dodging, ducking, seeing stuff like that.
One of the first strongest conversations I've ever had with my dad and mother, and you can understand when I say strong that I can remember happening to me in my life, was doing with rocks. What we would do, we found houses that had abandoned, on the west side of Chicago, they was a dozen, you know what I'm saying? Almost every couple of houses was a couple of those, right? And man, we would play games and throw rocks from the furthest that we can. Whoever can knock the windows out, you won, all that stuff, man. We did that. And my dad got wind that I did it, and oh my God, it was one of the strongest conversations I ever remember in my life. I still can replay it right now.
Yeah, I can remember doing stuff like that, busting glass. I do remember once, like being young enough to figure out what things were flammable, and so I remember finding out. Went through that phase. I remember we found out aerosol spray was flammable.
Yeah.
So we found that out. Of course, got to introduce that to all the kids on the block.
Yeah.
So now we just outside just lighting matches and and then my mama got home and we had blown up Centrella candles. Stuff was all over the front of the sidewalk, like Centrella candles and all that. Yeah, so we got a very strong. I didn't get a strong conversation. I got my ass whooped. That's what I had.
That's my strong conversation.
I got whooped. I'll say it on YouTube because it's what happened. It's my story. It is what happened. And then but that kept escalating and elevating because you just figure out that things are flammable, like finding out that gasoline is flammable.
Yeah,
so I remember. I remember we was more like we used to be able to burn. Garbage in Kankakee.
Yeah. Sure.
Like back in the day, remember you could burn your garbage in the metal cans before they outlawed that.
Yeah.
And so we was out there burning garbage. Now we knew how to burn garbage, and in the country especially, we had to burn garbage. But when I was younger, we was in Kankakee still. Right. So we were allowed to burn the garbage, but you start the fire, you keep it moving.
Yeah.
But the fire wouldn't start sometimes. Wet stuff being there, all that. So maybe use a little lighter fluid or something. But one day I got the great idea, use some gasoline. And when I say that fire started so quick, I was like, oh, I like the way that started. So I went to pour some gasoline on the fire. But gasoline is so flammable that it just traced the stream. Like, I'm talking real quick. And so the whole gasoline can went on fire. And I just threw the can. Like, what are you going to do? It's a can full of gasoline. So I just threw the can in it. So the back alley just on fire. So now the fire truck is out there. It's like me and my friends. The fire truck is yelling at us, of course, and my parents whooped my tail. Like it was that. Yeah. And then let's see, the last dumbest thing we did. We was all camping with the church, and all us youth decided we was gonna prank the adults and tell them that we saw a body floating in the river. So they sent all the emergency crews out there. U.S. police, ambulance, like the sheriff's police, the ambulance, the fire trucks. I mean, a whole big to-do. And because somebody immediately called, but before we was like, sight, we just playing. They had already called, you know what I mean? The adults was running down somebody on the phone. And then by that time, they all got out there. And we got exceptionally yelled at on that one.
Wow.
Yeah, so we did dumb stuff as kids. Of course, I get it.
Yeah.
But we were scared of the consequences. I mean, today I feel like it's like, you do dumb stuff, and then it's like, don't say nothing to my child, because it's like your child just stabbed a guy.
Here's another problem. Someone speaking like maybe it was because of the trauma that we had when we was younger. We got yelled at so much, or we got picked on so much, we got told to do so much that they like, I don't want that to be done to my child. You know what I mean? That was another rule of thought that kind of came. To mention in this same conversation. So I mean, I'm still on the land of what you're saying. Like, I still think if you talk and spend time and communicate with kids, I think that helps you out with this. But their communication and language barrier is really challenging for me right now. I'm still trying to get it, bro. My son be saying words and language, and I'd be like, what? No. And he said it, I'm getting upset. And he like, no, that's not what that mean, though. I mean this. And I'm like, let me just sit here and listen. And I think there's times where we should listen as well. But I love what you said. Structure is key, though, because kids need structure in some kind of way, and not just a tablet and you go do your own thing.
Yeah,
I see that too.
Yeah. No, that's real. That's real. Look what Mama Pastor Seth Cole says. While working in mental health with adolescent children, we saw that parents and guardians are not available for their children for good, bad, or indifferent reasons. Like just and that's a real thing. Like I said, we got out. They told us that after we graduated college that we was gonna have great jobs and we was gonna make more. And then we was looking at the people who didn't have degrees, and I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't have got a degree because you making the same I'm making, and you don't have student loans. Like, so we was looking at the kids who didn't go to college, and they was buying cars and houses and all that. Meanwhile, we was tied up with student loans and working in places that had nothing to do with our major. So at some point, it became like you had to work multiple jobs, and both parents are working. There was a time where there used to be one parent in the house and one parent was working, and that started changing over time. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing that it started changing. I'm just simply saying that we don't reach the point where now it has to change, like where both parents have to work, and both parents have to work multiple jobs just to make the ends meet. Like it's not even just like women's empowerment. It ain't even like that no more. Like it's just like, no, but you better go get a job, otherwise we don't have a house to live in 2 months. Like,
Then child care is going up as well. That's an expensive thing with the children. So no, I get it, man. I definitely get it, and I love we got to all listen.
Like Rhonda said, adults should listen and children should listen too. Like,
yes, they should.
So do you create a culture of listening like in the home? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's a big thing. That's something we strive to do here, is to create a safe space that, hey, here's a moment where you necessarily are not going to get reprimanded or in trouble. And this is a moment I need you to tell me what's going on. What's happening in your life. This is anything that's going on. We kind of create that space so that he can have a moment to kind of speak. And I think that's important to have that, so that it's not just, you know what I mean? But it's a moment where, okay, let's sit and talk and let's listen, and then let's take action. You know what I mean? Let's listen to what we said and take action on what we said we're going to do. But I would say that for sure.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah. It's crazy. If you come from a culture or a household where you used to get your butt whooped.
Yeah.
One of them.
Come on.
What was worse than getting your butt whooped? Was two things that was worse than getting your butt whooped. The first thing was like in the summertime, specifically in the summertime, when you was out of school, like if you got a choice, sometimes we would get the choice. I'm gonna beat your butt, or you going to just stay in the house. Like, beat me, please beat me. Like, don't make me stay in the house. Like, I want to go outside with my friends. So, like, no. I take this temporary whooping versus like 2 days being in the house. Like, I will please just get this over with. So, that was one thing that was worse. Now let me go outside. But the thing that seemed to be the worst, or like on the real tip though, was your parent being like, I'm just disappointed in you. Like, I don't know what to feel right now. Like when the parents would say something like that, my mom would be like, I'm just disappointed. It was like something about that. Just,
man,
whoa, like
whole life.
Please beat me. It's like, give me a whooping. Like, at least I know you know how to get your emotion out. Like, you don't even know what to feel. Oh man, I done messed up. Now I'm in the room praying. Oh God, I done hurt my mama.
That's it, man. That was the worst. Sometimes you would want that whooping instead of my thing was the conversation with my dad. Like my conversation with my dad, he puts us in the kitchen. It's like an investigation light. We had one light in the kitchen, and he just put a chair right in underneath that light. And it's all heated, and it's just you. And he sit on the stove, and he just look at you for about 15 minutes. I'm not exaggerating, guys. There's no words. It's just silence. He's just sitting here looking at you like this. And the first thing he's going to say is, did you think? I want to know what you was thinking. And he's going to sit there and be quiet, and you got to do that. And that can last for about an hour and a half, 2 hours of a conversation versus a 2-minute whooping. You know what I mean? And you sit there, and I couldn't stand it. But now, as I've gotten older and mature, I appreciate it because it was a whole lot of life lessons. I'm sure I got some of them now, And I look at it with my son now. He be looking like, dude, we finna talk again, bro. I be like, yeah, you got to get this talk, man. Come on, let's sit down, let's talk. And it's interesting, but I couldn't stand it.
Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, but that make you think about it. Oh, and they leave you hanging. Like it's like, am I gonna get a whooping or not? Like you told me I was gonna get a whooping, but we just sitting here right now. Or it's like, or the worst is
when your parents tell you, I'm gonna whoop your tail when we get home. And then you get home and everything is copacetic. I mean, everything is gravy. I mean, you washing dick because now you trying to be on your bestest behavior. Like, so the dinner table to ask how your day was at school and everything else like that. And you just in your back of your mind, it's just the cognitive dissonance is just eating me alive. Like, am I finna get a whooping? Or is this mug genuine? Like, are we cool now? And then later on that night, they come in there, you reading your books, doing your homework, because you're still trying to be on your best behavior.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, I didn't forget about that whooping. Come on, let's get this over with. Like,
come on.
Plot twist. I thought we was in the clear. Like, those were the worst.
That's you right, man. But all in all, stay connected to your kids. Don't give up on them. Keep praying for them. Keep being there for them. Do practical things. Go out with them. Enjoy things that they like together. I can't stand roadblocks, but sometimes I get on there to try to have time with my son. Some video games I don't get with. I just do it to have fun with my son. And also another fun thing we do is reading. I think reading is great with parents and their children as well. Gaining knowledge together. Do something together that y'all both can learn. You know what I mean? I think that can be impactful as well. But yeah, we love kids. They are our future, as they always been saying. The next generation is what it is.
Right. They thought I forgot that. They thought I forgot. But that's mind games that parents used to play on us. Them Jedi mind tricks they used to play on us. Make us think that we was about to forget, that they forgot about it. So you think you good. And they come back like, I ain't forgot. Let's go.
That's it there.
Yeah. Them be the times. Them was the times, Again, I'm not advocating for or against whatever they call gentle parenting. I'm not advocating for or against any way to do your kids. The only thing I'm advocating for is actually just spending time, checking in with your kids, knowing what's going on with your kids, like holding them accountable to that, like getting all up in their business, like finding out, like the fact that I see a bunch of 10-year-olds on a slide in front of a school lighting up a joint is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Like the fact that it was like 6 or 7 of them. Yeah. And the fact that I felt conflicted about, should I like go say something to these kids? Right. Or am I going to have to deal with a kid that got a piece on them?
Right.
We in the city. Yeah. Or am I going to have to deal with a kid's parent who maybe is watching across the street? Because some of these parents is wild like that. Like, and don't say nothing to my child. I don't care what they was doing. Don't you? Like, are we going to have to deal with that? And so then I just drive off and I'm just like, did I just, now I'm conflicted. Should I have said something?
Yeah.
Should I not? And it's just tough spot to be in these days. Back in the day, you wouldn't call me on the slide doing that because too many people knew my parents. That word was going to get out by the time I was home. That word was going to be out. No cell phones, but that word was going to be out. Like,
yeah.
So, I don't know. Well, that's my spiel for the people. That was my soapbox spiel that went way over. Yeah.
You all good, bro.
Well, Doc, I know we got to get up out of here. I got rehearsals and stuff because tonight we've got this going on. Well, this isn't tonight. The rehearsal for this is tonight.
Amen.
And yeah, this is rehearsal. But on Friday, this is going on. Y'all make sure y'all mark this information down. Mark it down. Mark it down. Mark your calendar. Mark your calendar. Mark it because we've got that going on. It's going to be a great time. I told you I'm really excited about the music that's going on with it. I'm back. It's back. There you go. Friggin' StreamYard. They need my mama's belt. Yeah. Like I said, I'm really excited about the music and stuff that's going to be going on that night. It's original songs. I wrote everything that'll be getting sung by us. Pretty much everything.
All right. Come on, writer.
Everything. But I every now and again I try to write songs. Every now and again I try to write some songs. But yeah. So there's going to be that. So if y'all not doing nothing, come on out. I got rehearsal and stuff today, so I got all kind of stuff I got to do. But before we get out of here, Doc, I figured I'd set you up with a question to get us out with. How do you hold on to your joy in the midst of so much going on? There's a lot that's happening right now in the world. Jimmy Kimmel is back on the air tonight. So a lot of people all over the place on that as a topic. Of course, we've been hearing a whole lot about like the Charlie Kirks of the world and all of that. And we've been hearing a lot about politics. We've been hearing a lot about from the church world. We've been hearing people just working jobs that are just driving them crazy, like too many hours, stuff that's stressing people, put them in the hospital. Like these are real situations and stories that I heard and know of. So my question is, from your pastoral perspective, what's some ways people can hold on to their joy in the midst of all the stuff that's coming at us and becoming overwhelming all around us? What's a way you can hold on to your joy? I'll let you kind of take it for a moment. Yeah.
There's some things that kind of you can help out with. Knowing where joy comes from. Where is the foundation of your joy? My joy is centered in Christ. My joy is centered in the things of God. So if I keep the main thing, I won't be, because here's what they say, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Obviously, the world is almost it's hard to see joy in the world, especially with those situations that's going on. We continue to focus and look at what the world is offering. The world doesn't have a lot of joy. It's up to us in the kingdom to produce joy and let it be seen from our life. And that's why it's important to connect with those that may not understand where joy really comes from. The ones that seek joy in relationships that are not right for them. Joy is the people that seek joy in toxic relationship. Joy in their work. Joy in the pursuit of happiness. Joy in all of those things. And it's really a void that they're missing. So I would encourage one of the ways to find joy is not things that make you happy, not things that keep you not stay busy, that keep your mind not thinking so much the world has to bring and what it has to offer. Especially if it's not bringing me joy, I don't want it. I don't want it. If it ain't bringing me peace, I don't want it. I don't want it. So you want to look at those things. I love massage and find a good book, find a good restaurant to go eat, find things that can help you find joy in the midst of what's going on. And then it's practical. Another thing, like I said, is the relationship with God, man. You know that the King of Kings lives on the inside of you. He's consistently ready to reveal and have a relationship with you to help establish his kingdom right here on the earth. Wow, that is. Like I always say, life is choice driven. You'll live and die by the choices you choose to make. I got a hint for you. Choose life. God, thank you for the time of coming together with this community of believers. Thank you, Lord God, that you are our joy. You don't just bring us joy, but God, we ask thank you and give you praise that you are our joy. You are our peace. You are our love. And as we continue to find that to be true, as we continue to believe and stand on that, Father, we thank you that joy is consistently produced. Joy, unspeakable joy. And when people don't understand how can we smile about all the tragic situations going on, it's because we found joy, peace, and strength in you. We give you praise for it. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. And amen. And amen. And amen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, thank y'all so much for locking in with Zeke Live in the morning. Another great episode. Another great way to start your day. I hate that I missed y'all on yesterday, but I love that I slept for a couple hours longer than I usually get to sleep. So, yeah, tomorrow we're going to have a good show again. So y'all make sure y'all chime in. Y'all lock in with us on tomorrow, 10 o'clock. No, not 10 o'clock. Come on at 10 o'clock if you want to. We'll be gone. But like, it's fine. Feel free. But, you know, we can always replay. At 7:30 tomorrow morning, go ahead and lock in. Yeah. If you're not doing anything, I'll throw these 2 flyers up one more time. 3 flyers, actually. Tomorrow, we've got this right here. We've got a support group that's happening. Healing Voices is postponed until October, just due to other events and things that are happening. But the support group is still happening this Thursday at noon at 114th and Vincennes for caregivers and strong friends. So come on out with that. Those have been some really good sessions. All are welcome. All are invited. We have a little light lunch and some snacks or something, you know, so that you can enjoy that. And then this Friday, well, before I say this Friday, let me say this right here, the Live Free Illinois annual statewide convening. That's also actually happening at APC Morgan Park, believe it or not. They're using our space for this. So all 3 of these things that I'm talking about are happening at 114th and Vincennes. Come on out for that. If you want to get registered for that, hit us up, chrcapc@gmail.com. or you can get on the church's website because for these, there's a special thing if you're invited as part of a membership organization. And so APC is a member organization. And so for those of y'all who lock in with us through CHRC and APC, of course, you can get in. We just need to make sure you get registered the correct way. So reach out to us and we'll walk you through that process. And then, or just get you signed up. We'll just sign you up and have that ready and prepared. And then this Friday, guess who is singing? Me. I'm singing. Y'all come out this Friday, 7:30 p.m. I would say come at 7 o'clock because we do be starting stuff on time around there. So I would say come at 7. It's only us and then Bishop Ron Woods. And so if you want to see my whole set with my praise team, then come on out there, be there at 7 o'clock. So when the clock strikes 7:30, you already got your seat, you're comfortable, and you can sing along. I want to see y'all there because I want y'all to sing along with us. So yeah, make sure you're doing that. Well, Doc, it looked like we can get up out of here because they've already said amen and amen. And that's Miss Ursula Ellis, and she gave you an emoji. And Rhonda says, great topic. Yeah, we're going to have to bring her on again. Well, not bring her on again, but I mean, do this topic again when she's on. That's what I'm saying. Like,
great educator.
I know she got stories. Yeah. Between her and Hood and who else work in the school system? Ari, like there's a lot of people work in the school system that from all different age groups that have to work with these kids. I might get some Johnsons on there. We'll see. We'll see. The people who work with kids, we'll see what they're saying. Pastor Bill's wife, Kellen Ellis, she's back in the teaching. Like, so, yeah. I had to get Phil on here. He's been in the school system. Just might have to get a whole bunch of people in the school system and see what their different stories are. Yeah. And then Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen says, great conversation today, and said I needed the rest. And of course, Mama Mrs. JP Rideout. I saw it. You know, I got to give deference to the mamas now. I got to show y'all the mom. Okay, I know it's in here. I can't find it. Mama JP, I know you said, oh, there it is. Good show, guys. There it is. Boom, I saw it. All right, now I feel complete. Now I feel like we can go. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Mark your calendars for this Friday. I definitely want to see y'all there. And until tomorrow, then I guess let the race for the last comment begin. And we'll see y'all on tomorrow. Oh, I got a sound effect for that, Doc. Yeah, I got a sound effect for that. Let the race for the last comment begin. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.
Peace.